And 0. Live here on Maxspeedtv. We welcome everybody here tonight for the second annual Daytona 300. Getting set tonight for 120 laps of racing into the books. Yet again, we ran this last year, but here tonight, a way different storyline to see and how these drivers will handle it here for this one. My name is Zeke Reyes.
I'm AJ Bain, and we're back. Let's do this.
Hell yeah, we're back, man. It's been a while since we ran an ACOG race. Of course, we ran that call it, what you call it? I can't even say what.
Can't remember it.
Yeah, we ran that dirt race, of course, and with on collaboration with Work. That's what the word I was looking for, is collaboration. But here tonight, a pure ACOG event, $100 on the line. Whoever comes out victorious here with this one. So, man, there are a bunch of people, and only 38 drivers get themselves into tonight's main event. So it should be a lot of fun to see on how this will all turn out.
A lot of fun indeed. $100 on the line. That's basically my life savings. If I was able to do this, I would do it for sure. But here I am in the booth.
Yep. All right, we'll pull up the left-hand side to see on where everybody currently sits at the moment.
Oh God, Benjamin A. White's here.
Yes, sir.
I think I already found my winner.
There's already a bunch of people here. There's about at least.
Found my winner.
You already got your winner? Of course, Benjamin A. White being hit last year's winner.
Oh yeah, I remember that race very well. That chaos at the end, Benjamin holding off everyone. I think it was a photo finish as well for the win. Forgot who came second, but Benjamin did really well to hold everyone off there at the end.
Yes, sir. We'll see if he could crown himself victorious yet again. Yeah, that's your entire roster here on the left-hand side. So there are a ton of people to get themselves set up here for tonight. And I'm very, very excited to see on who will work themselves to the top of the charts by the end of this entire 120 lap event. But of course, we got to focus in on some of those stages and stuff, which we'll be talking about coming around for pre-race here in just a moment. But for right now, let's go ahead and drag in a couple people into the booth and see on what their thoughts about tonight's event, and what type of mentality is going to go into them. So into the booth comes in the number 87, no, not 87, excuse me, 63 at Casey Drake. Casey, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Casey, man, that number 63 looking nice out in the racetrack. Haven't logged in the lap time, but currently 5 minutes left in practice. So what's the thoughts right now?
Just gotta survive, really. Stages could be interesting because people are gonna be racing a little bit harder for that first stage and second stage. So I think game plan here is kind of late in the back, mid-ish, and just go for the win here at the end.
All right, bud, 10-4. Of course, $100 here on the line, but of course a bit of extra incentive. So if you're in position to win a stage, would you take it?
Yeah, I would definitely take it. I think if my cards are getting played right and whatnot, I think definitely have a shot at that.
All right, bud, 10-4. That's Casey Drake in the number 63 here tonight. Good luck in the race, man.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and drag in David Bachman in the number 84 in for tonight. Currently working himself through the triable at the moment. David, you got a copy?
I can barely hear you, but I'll try and make out. What's up, buddy?
Hey, David, I see you running out on the racetrack at the moment. Any thoughts right now at the moment?
Yeah, this guy that's sitting next to me, he's running the 60 car. It's kind of annoying me. I feel like I'm just going to turn right on him right here just to put him in the wall.
That's...
Up in the wall.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll make a note, actually. The guy that's in the 60, he's actually legitimately sitting right next to me. He's my roommate. He's my landlord. I'm eventually going to buy the house from him, but he's going to be making his first start tonight.
Oh, man, so good luck to you. You're, of course, I mean, former, I guess, teammate as well, that number 60. And, David, any plans going in here for tonight?
I'm just going to try and qualify, and then it's plate racing, so we'll just lay back, let everybody do their thing, and then towards the end, we'll work our way back up.
All right, about 10-4. That's the 84, David Bachman. Good luck in the race, man.
Cool.
Drag in the number 7 of Tommy Reynolds into the booth. That number 7 goes Tommy. currently sitting 4th in practice as a moment, so you've got some good draft practice in. Any thoughts right now at the moment?
I think it's going to be a good, clean race, hopefully. From what I've seen early in the session, everybody was able to bump well, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, man, 10-4. Any teammates you have here on the racetrack at the moment?
Only Miles Nelson tonight.
Gotcha. Otherwise than that, of course, if you're in position to win a stage, do you think you're going to go ahead and gun for the bit of a incentive prize?
I think realistically, if I'm not in the top 10, I'm not going for it. I'll back out because there will be a wreck at the end of these stages.
All right, man, 10-4. Tommy Reynolds in the number 7 currently sits himself 4th in practice. We'll go ahead and see you, and good luck for tonight's race.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and drag in one more person as there's 2 minutes left, and up one position of him is that number 56 of Marcus Vanderlee. Marcus, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Zeke?
Marcus, man, you're sitting here currently 3rd at the moment. Any thoughts at the moment on how you're gonna go ahead and decipher this whole entire race?
Well, first off, I have to make the race. Second off, I mean, I don't know. The race itself, I think, last time we did it, I remember it was not that great. If you were in the middle of the pack, you were getting wrecked easily. So I think this time I just need to stay in the back. Don't do anything until like I actually have to do something, you know. So if I could just be up there at the end, that's all I want to really do.
All right, bud, 10-4. That's Marcus Vanderlee, Indy, number 56. Good luck out
Hi,
there
AJ.
tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Marcus in the number 56 as we get ourselves set here on Maxspeedtv live for this 120-lap event. AJ, we got, a minute to go ahead and insert our last second comments before qualifying begins. Any comments, concerns here at the moment?
I'm concerned about how aggressive these guys are going to get early on. I know most of these people very well and known to being very aggressive no matter what, especially in events like this. So maybe I'm concerned that we might see an early wreck. However, I do think we have to do this like every year. Like picks, Benjamin A. White, he's winning for sure.
Right off the bat, Benjamin, man. I mean that's a pretty realistic pick, honestly. But we'll go ahead and zoom in on Benjamin right here. Benjamin,
great drive. He's a great driver, but on the plate tracks, he always finds a way to end up in victory lane. In fact, I think a few days ago I saw on Twitter that he just won the IDK Players Daytona thing. So
yeah, we'll have to see if Benjamin could go ahead and capitalize on his super speedway paralysis and pull himself a victory here tonight. But I'm gonna go with a bit of an underdog. I think Mark Frimpong will come out victorious.
Mark Frimpong. See, Mark was going to be my second pick. If all went wrong for Dog, I'm going to go with Mark. I love Mark. Great driver. And knows what to do on the plate tracks as well, just like Benjamin.
Yes, sir. All right, qualifying up and away, a very important time for these drivers to get themselves situated, but we're going to suit ourselves to the side and play the national anthem to salute America and its troops. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. More to come in just a moment. And we're back here live here for the Daytona 300, getting ourselves set underway with qualifying at the moment. 5 minutes to get these drivers in for a lap. So we're going to pull up the left-hand side and see where these drivers are currently running at the moment. But for now, just joining us here live on Maxspeedtv, we welcome everybody here for this one as we get ourselves set for this main feature event. Currently, I don't even know how many drivers are in the session at the moment. I think it's around like 41-ish, but very, very important for all these drivers to get themselves in and set up. So we're still having some drivers joining the session as well, so I'm very curious on how it'll all go, but still at the moment, qualifying, of course, these drivers are going to get 2 laps to go ahead and situate themselves, and we'll get a zoom up on what these drivers are doing out on the racetrack, as well as everything else. You see Mark Frimpong here. 054 works himself into, it looks like, the 4th place. Qualifying, again, very important here on the super speedway side. Without it, it's going to be an obvious disaster for everybody else. So very curious to see on who's going to work themselves where, but at the moment, we're still getting some solid lap times in, and first person now to currently maybe Galvin, but we're going to have to pay attention to that leaderboard because it is going to shuffle.
Who would have thought?
Time.
Who would have
Oh
thought
yeah,
he'd be
and Benjamin, of course,
Who
and that
would've
number 1.
thought?
That was expected.
Who would have thought? Oh my.
Man. Well,
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe every time.
yeah. So, man, we're still getting some other people scooting in. Matthew Alexander, Evan Amadon, currently the last one in at the moment. Still 50 seconds remaining. Sertaj is yet to qualify, but I don't think he's going to even get a lap. Glenn Bundren, our Daytona 300 sponsor, is not in. He now drops to 37, so Amadon gets dropped out. And I think Matthew Alexander is the last person on the cut right now.
Wow. We have some big names in the LCQ. Or is there an LCQ?
Yeah, there is an LCQ. It's it's top 3 in the LCQ.
Oh,
That
and
gets
Matthew
themselves
got
in.
dropped out.
Oh yeah, Matthew Alexander just dropped down. Now Hankins is the last person, and he might have been actually the last one to get himself in as he crosses the start-finish line.
Huh. Oh man. I saw some other names. I think Hunter Rupp was there. Ibrahim Dajani. There's a lot of names in there. Think names that I wouldn't expect to be in the LCQ, but they're there.
Man, there's 16 people in this last chance qualifier. Oh my goodness gracious. Who will pull themselves forward as Evan Amadon will lead this this portion to the green flag, and you only get 8 laps. Glenn Bundren, Ibrahim Dajani, we're just talking about. Henry Clapper, Grayson Pimentel, Herbert Sullivan, Ethan Harris, LCQ.
Big, huge name in there.
It's 8 laps. It's just 8 laps to decide on who will pull themselves forward. So, man.
And remind me again, how many people will make it in this LCQ?
Top 3. Top 3. And my goodness gracious, these drivers are going to have to do whatever they can to pull themselves inside that. And you only get 8 laps to situate yourself and get in.
It's a big LCQ as well. It's not like it's a small one.
Yeah, that's right. It's 16 drivers, and 16 divided
Ibrahim
by...
Dajani, yep, there he is, 4th. Thought I was seeing things, but he's right there.
Yes, sir. And that's like an 18% chance of making the field. Divide 3 divided by 18. That's a 16% chance. So
Yeah, 60% chance of making it.
man, so I mean, I wouldn't say it's much of a lottery. Just putting yourself in position to get yourself in that top 3. So this
Think,
is gonna be huge.
Yeah, the people that are starting up front, mainly the top 4, those guys are gonna have like maybe an easier job. They're not gonna have to deal with making so much aggressive moves with the people at the back. They only have 8 laps to get themselves situated up front. So you could see some very aggressive things in this LCQ, especially from drivers like Sartaj Mahan, Hunter Rupp, those guys trying to make it to the LCQ, and you didn't expect them to make it to the LCQ in the first place. You thought they'd be locked in on the qualifying alone.
Yeah, that's right. Man, I'm very nervous. There's a bunch of people in this. I don't want to like a huge lap 1 wreck, but of course, unfortunately, these drivers, they're back here for a reason. They just didn't, you know, I wouldn't dog on these drivers for not holding a line. They just didn't hold it steady enough to get a decent enough lap. And for drivers like, you know, big names, Hunter Rupp is back here. I see Andrew Schultz is back here. Ethan Harrison being a super speedway champion in ACOG. That number 77 is back here. So there's some huge names.
Trust me, I've been in LCQs before. I made it out of most of them. These things are not fun. They are not fun to deal with. Especially knowing that any moment you could get hooked, especially when you're battling for like the last spot.
Yeah, and it's not like you could hold yourself back. This is a no caution LCQ, so whatever happens,
You gotta
happens.
go.
You gotta
go. The pace car's gonna make its hard left turn to pit road. This LCQ is about to get underway. Matthew Alexander, Evan Almadon will lead us to green in this LCQ. 8 laps to decide who makes the final 3.
And already some 3-wide action being made in the background as everybody gets themselves sorted out. Ibrahim Dajani is going to push this outside line as Evan Amadon in the 46 tries to pull forward of this number 10. And you see the 37 of Glenn Bundren Jr. try to pull him forward. Look at the 3-wide already!
3-wide already. Look at this. Wow.
And Dajani might squeeze.
And Dajani is left out to dry there.
Boy, that 012, I'm not really sure who that is. He's blinking in and out. That's Henry Clapper, but
this.
the 3x3 already.
3x3, almost all rows. And Hunter Rupp's already put himself in the top 3. That's how you know these guys are going for it.
Yeah, Hunter Rupp, he worked himself from, I'm not really sure where.
And look at this. Big
there goes the 012! That was Clapper. He was the one who was blinking in that mix.
That is, it's huge. Wow, already aggressive moves being made.
Bundren goes around right in the front of the pack! Oh, and that's everybody!
It's everybody.
It's actually everybody! And who scoots themselves through this wreck to pull themselves in the top 3?
Oh my goodness. And the
Are
top
you
2
kidding me?
And Ibrahim Dajani.
Yeah, Dajani now works himself through, but they're regrouping themselves. So, by himself is currently Sertaj Mon.
My goodness. What I say about these LCQs being chaotic as hell. Oh my god.
Now it all comes down to who regroups where. And you see some of these damaged people, they're not going to be able to group in this mess. Andrew Schultz now pulls himself into 3rd.
Oh, Andrew Schultz. I tried getting up to that 11 and try like pulling away from the other 2 back there.
Yeah, now you got a couple 2 other people right here. This is Ethan Harrison, but he's super damaged. You see the 024 really checking up on that. But now Dajani has a drafting partner. Will Schultz work with him? No.
Schultz not. Now Dajani's on the bubble here. Dajani trying to get the draft now from Schultz.
Oh man, if I was Schultz, he had to work with a person. He needs to work with the 11 to make this work. Now it's probably going to be a 3-car battle between Dajani, Harrison, and looks like this 024.
Oh, Dajani, I'd grip the steering wheel extra hard for these blocks that he's going to pull.
Oh yeah, you know Dajani's going to pull that.
Definitely one of the most aggressive blockers I've been against. But he makes it work most of the time.
Yeah, I'm very surprised Ethan Harrison doesn't really have enough of a run at the moment due to the fact that he's very damaged. This 024 could probably pull out and make this easily work.
Yeah, he'd go for it himself. He has Dajani's draft. He's going to go inside of Harrison most likely. No, he backs out.
Yeah, he backs out. So Dajani's probably going to hold low. That run's not as strong as I thought it would be. But Dejani's gonna do whatever he can. Here comes the 024.
Looking, here they come.
He's in the
In the
wall!
wall! In the wall, and he spins. He saves it, save it, brother, and he saves it, and now it's a 2-horse race for the final transfer spot.
2-horse race for the final transfer spot. It's Dejani versus Harrison.
Man.
And we're looking at Sir Tajman, who's 11 seconds by himself.
11 seconds by himself.
And now Dejani, he has to make the move right.
Yes. If I was Dejani, I'd stay on him for now. Wait until it's around maybe 2 to go, maybe to like make your move. But I'm not Dejani. I'm just saying what I'm doing. Dejani does, it's completely up to him right now.
Now the question is, how will Dejani make this work? He needs to back up the corner at the right time to make this work, but
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any run like going at all.
yeah, that's right. I mean, is he that damaged?
Or maybe they're trying to work together to catch Andrew Schultz right now.
Yeah, and Andrew Schultz currently, I guess, like 5 seconds ahead, but there's only
5 seconds ahead of
3
him.
now, 2 laps probably. No, 3 laps.
Yeah. I need to get right on him.
Yeah,
Start
and how fast
shoving.
are they going compared to Schultz? Oh, they're
Oh,
way
that-
slower.
They're way slower. They're not catching him at all.
Yeah, and Dejani, I guess it's just going to be a 2-horse race between himself and Schultz. I mean Harrison, excuse me.
Oh man, and Dejani looking high. He has the run generated.
Yeah, maybe
There's
he's
another
kind of
shot,
testing the
yeah.
waters at the moment.
Testing right now, seeing how big that run is.
But I feel like he's definitely faster. I mean, he got to the back end
he
of him
can-
there.
Very quickly. He got there very quickly.
Currently the last person in. How will Harrison hold off this number 11?
Oh man. And you just knew something like this was gonna happen the way they were racing on lap 1 of all laps.
Yeah, and I saw it coming once they started stacking up 3, but you had to.
Had to. You have to do what it takes to get up there. Like I said, you can't wait in the back. You have 8 laps to go. The back will only cost you. And look how benefited Sartaj. He didn't wait. He started last, I believe, and he's all the way in first.
Yeah, all by himself. All he needs to do is just work across the start-finish line. Uh-oh, here comes a extra special, we got a trio of guys who may be catching this top 3. Who is this?
Boy.
The 012, a Henry Clapper, laps down, and
Didn't he wreck?
he wrecked, but he's a lap down. But guess who he's dragging? The 49 of Lewis Galvin and Brian in this 09. Can he catch Dejani in time to pass him for the
White
final
flag.
transfer spot?
John, you gotta make your move now, my brother. You gotta
White-
make your move.
White flag is out for Sertaj. He's midway down the back straightaway.
Outside.
He pulls
Outside.
out! Oh, I cannot believe he
back
pulled
in.
out like that.
No run. No run. But here they come. Here comes the others.
Yes, sir. Here comes the others. Now what?
Oh, they're here.
Oh,
they're
they're
here.
there. They're gonna swing a
Outside,
pie.
Robert.
Harrison pulls the pocket on the wall.
Oh!
And that'll pull the
I cannot
09.
believe this. I cannot believe this.
And look at this. This is the fight for the
Inside.
point as well.
Oh, where'd he
Galvin's
go?
on the apron. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Galvin
my
slides
Galvin's gonna make
himself
it.
in on a last
Galvin's
lap
gonna
pass.
Galvin's gonna make it.
And off the final corner, Lewis Galvin is gonna
I
survive.
cannot believe this. Lewis Galvin of all people sneaking their way to the final spot. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
I just want
Unbelievable.
to know what Ethan Harrison was thinking there. Oh man. Oh, you gotta feel for Dejani. He had it. He had it.
Man. I mean, I think if that contact really wasn't made, I think that run from Galvin, I think fate was
Yeah.
already sealed. Galvin already had that
It was-
spot locked up. They were just too close.
Yeah. It's just a matter of when he's gonna make that move.
That's right. Man, that's a bummer for Dejani, though. Unreal.
Well, main event time at least.
Yes, sir. Association for Competitive Online Gaming presents to you the ACOG second annual Daytona 300. 120 laps on the line to get ourselves set up for this evening. And what an LCQ. As a bunch of drivers gunned for 3 spots and putting themselves in are Sertaj Mon, Andrew Schultz, and Lewis Galvin.
What an LCQ. Had everything we expected, especially last lap drama for the last spot.
Yeah, Deshani, of course, I mean, he has the reason to be, of course, upset about
Yes.
that. There's already some
Pissed. He
sparks.
deserves to be pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, well warranted, obviously, but man, Ethan, you had to do whatever you could. You had to do whatever you could.
I'm just questioning, like, why go for not even a block, trying to wreck Dejani like that, knowing that he could have blocked one of the people behind him, get that push generated, and probably keep himself in this.
And we'll go over it again. This was the final lap, and here comes. This is the fight for the point. It's Dejani and Harrison by themselves.
Smart move by Dejani to back off early in the corner, get that run coming off. Here
Yeah, once he pulled out here, Harrison, there's a tap right there. Pulls up, Harrison. My gosh, he just straight hooked.
So unnecessary.
And watch this by the 09. Not only that, he's in the grass trying to pass the 49. Nearly clips him right there.
I think he was also trying to do what Harrison did, try to wreck him for the final spot. Oh man.
Yeah.
Some bonehead moves being made on this last lap. Can't even lie. But that's the beauty of LCQs. You're gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever
And you
flies,
see
flies.
Lots of drivers not happy with Ethan Harrison's move. So.
Yeah, Ethan's not making any friends out here in ACOG, man. That was kind
At all.
Crazy.
None at all.
Currently 2 minutes in this final practice. And looking at this list, anybody in mind you think is going to come out victorious, or?
I think I made myself pretty clear in the pre-race that Benjamin A. White is taking it all again. He's taking home $100 and going home to his boars to tend them.
All right, we'll have to see about that. Man, I'm just super stoked and excited to see on how this will all turn out. A bunch of drivers here out on the racetrack. Very curious. I mean, we got some strong drivers as well. We got Dylan Basin. He's running for Road to Pro. Nick Miller, who's running Road to Pro. Hunter Johnson, he too is gonna have a stab at it.
Well, Hunter Johnson's back. Oh.
Yeah, Hunter did make the field. You got Frimpong as well. Looks like you also got. You got some also rookies in
Big
here.
name. Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about
what
a
a
few
blow.
rookies. I mean, Justin Johnson's obviously not a rookie.
Yeah.
Lem Wensley. Well, actually, not Wensley. Wansley?
No, I think it's Wansley. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
Wansley. Excuse me. That number 60. He's making a ACOG debut here tonight. Jackson Carr in the 015. I think he's ran a couple races, but still marked down as a rookie.
Yeah. I think I've seen him before.
Marcus Vanderlee in the 56. He's here on the racetrack. Patrick Hingston in the 94. He too is out on the racetrack. Trey Mitz in the number 9. Cole McEmoyle in the 61. He's making his first start. Corey Lyles. He's here on the racetrack. Mitchell Armstrong. I'm pretty sure he's made multiple starts.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz. He made himself through the LCQ, so.
Yep. Celebratory burnouts in the pit road.
Yes, sir.
And
He's
wrecking
gonna have a
himself now.
teammate.
Ooh.
He's also going to have a teammate as well.
Ooh.
Cause due to the fact that
Teammate.
he has William Schmidt there.
William Schmidt. Oh, I missed him. I hope he does well today. Hope he does well.
Yes,
What?
sir.
I believe it's race time.
Yes, sir. It is race time here in ACOG as we get ourselves set up here for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in here live for the Daytona 300. Getting ourselves set up here for this 300-mile event. 120 laps to get ourselves set and on in. My name is Zeke Reyes, of course, joined alongside with AJ Bain. We're going to go through the top 10, and rest order is going to be shown on your screen, but pick your favorite driver, and hopefully he'll win out here on the racetrack. Congratulations to that number 1 machine of Benjamin A. White. He's going to be starting front row alongside Aaron Smith in the number 70.
Row number 2, go down to Mike Rosero and Dylan Basin.
Row number 3 is going to be, as it tries to load up, I think ATV is kind of struggling to the amount of cars that are here. Hunter Johnson, Indy number 12. Nick Miller, also in here as the number 19.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
In row number 4, we have the new NASCAR development driver, Nathan Lyons and Justin Johnson.
Yeah, good to go ahead and spot that out. Nathan Lyons coming in here as a NASCAR development driver. So very cool to see that 122 out in the racetrack.
Impressive accomplishment.
And the final row we're going to go ahead and read off here. Yep, Lem
Wansley and Mark Manuel Frimpong, my second pick to win this race.
All right, the rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Find your favorite driver, and hopefully they'll win it here for tonight. 120 laps of racing on the books as we get ourselves set up here for the ACOG 300. Second
And I'd like
time.
to point out.
Go ahead.
I'd like to point out something very staggering to me. I believe Benjamin's pit starting this race.
Yeah, that's right. That number 1 is on pit road at the moment. I mean, considering the fact that how that LCQ went, I'm not very surprised he's going to start on pit road. But honestly, I mean, it might be good for him because, I mean, for that first year of us running the 300, we had a bunch of people wreck out in this beginning stage. So very curious on how this opening lap will all go, especially with some very strong names up front who most likely just want to run up front.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're going to make our way off of turn 4 here.
Yeah,
I believe the virtual fans on their... Oh, it's two laps? Oh, I thought it was one.
Lights are on. So that gives us a bit of time to go ahead and go over race analysis.
Yep. We are racing pretty decent weather settings as well, if I remember. Sunny day. But pit road speed 60 miles per hour. We'll have stages. Can we talk to me about the stages here? What benefits are there for this?
Huge benefits with these stages. An extra $15 on top of the $100 prize. So if whoever wins the stage is gonna, come out with an extra $15. So with Glenn Bundren as the supporter off of that, who actually did not make tonight's field. So, yeah, 5 tire sets in total, and the stages going to be 30, 60, and 120. So therefore, with the stages not being a full 40-lap fuel run, that means we will have to pit at least once under green, and that'll be on stage 3.
Green. And if we go green the whole way, we could see 3 green flag pit stops, depending on the scenario.
Yeah, we'll just have to
you
see.
See, there's only
You see your pit starter, that number 1 of Benjamin A. White, starting on pit road. A huge field to pull themselves as 38 drivers will take themselves to, hopefully, to the checkered flag. And all these drivers on the racetrack will have a shot at $100 in a prize. $130 in total, including the stages, as we roll ourselves through 3 and 4.
This is one way to get back into the NASCAR mood, right?
Yes, sir, that's right. And even though it's January, we're definitely racing here on the iRacing service.
Only 22 days until we get back on the track in real life in the Clash.
Yes, sir, that too.
As the virtual fans are on their feet, viewers on the live stream on the edge of their seat, pace cars will make that hard left turn onto pit road. And we are underway in the Daytona 300. Who will come out with $100?
Already some drivers dropping themselves to the apron out of harm's way, and you're going to see that through as some drivers now work themselves off of pit road. Green flag is out, though, and we're up and away as we head into 1.
Zero will take a early lead here, pushed by Hunter Johnson. It's looking like people are splitting up the packs, of course, dropping back, making sure they're not tearing the car up early, which is really smart from all of these guys. As you can see, I think someone's looking to drop out. The 70 car, he will drop out.
Yeah, that's Aaron Smith in the number 70, that iconic yellow machine who started himself front row. He's going to pull himself to the back and out of harm's way, so it looks like he won't gun for that first stage. But, of course, this being lap number 1, everybody single file through first all the way to the bottom 20th.
Yep. Oh, someone jumped up all the way to the outside. I believe someone's making moves. Reserve will lead lap 1. But as you can see, everyone's going to play it smart, stay single file, get a few laps in before they feel out what they can do with the car, you know? See if the car can handle making aggressive moves.
Yeah, that's right, and I'm not really surprised as Rosero is going to drop himself out of the lead, and we'll pull Hunter Johnson to the front as the 88 tries to look down. No, that's Gavin Austin trying to make a move on the number 12 of Hunter Johnson. But Hunter being a veteran, no surprise to seeing him up front, but there's a bunch of guys who are very unknown to him, that number 88 of Gavin Austin being one of them.
Yeah. Young man's going to be taught a lesson here by Hunter if all goes right for Hunter. But so far, he makes a move to the outside. He will take the lead from Hunter. As we have a blinker of the 122 of Nathan Lyons. And look at this move by Dominic Howe. Always aggressive. He will split the middle. 3 wide contact there. But they all keep it straight. But Dominic, once again, is showing his aggressive prowess. Always known to being that aggressive, Dominic. He's hooked up with old buddy Hunter Johnson here, so we get to see what those two can do.
Yeah, the people from the northeast
Hunter Johnson.
Yeah, they're going to take this outside line to the storm. Oh! Gavin gets turned!
Whoa.
And he's going to save it! Huge jam up on the inside! I cannot believe the 88 saved it!
Big save from the 88 once again. It just goes to show some drivers maybe a bit too aggressive early on. They might need to tone it down. That's another warning to them, and they might have to tone it down early on. But Nathan Lyons will now go for the lead, pushed by Lyles.
Yeah, man, that was very, very hectic. Now we're going to go 2 by 2, about 10 rows deep, as a huge save by the 88 is going to boot him to the second car on the high side. But up front, now to the front goes the development driver of Nathan Lyons. As the 12, Hunter Johnson's going to opt out. Big blocks being thrown.
Big blocks.
They're starting to stack. They're starting to stack. Hunter's going to go in the apron now, harm's way.
Yeah, they got to let him up. Most problems are going to happen. They do, but look how much Hunter didn't even get back up. He's still on the apron. But that just goes to show again, these guys are not giving lots of. It's just take right now. It's only lap 4 of 120. Or lap 5 now. Excuse me.
Yeah, a bunch of taking being shown as top 2, both unknown ACOG drivers. I wouldn't say unknown, as Nathan Lyons already made a name for himself as a NASCAR diversity driver. He is going to drop himself down, and Gavin Austin in the 88 is going to pull himself under as well. So top 2 clear themselves, as the 107, Corey Lyles, coming in here as a rookie, is going to be leading this thing on lap number 5.
Here comes Patterson, pushed by Harry Grindle on the upside here. Seems like some of these guys just wanting to get a lap led, maybe see how they do up front before backing out, just like what Rosero did. Hunter, well, he was forced to drop out. But so far, it's been a pretty decent race so far up front, as despite the fact there's only like 12 cars in this pack. So, yeah.
Honestly, it's way more organized than what we saw last year. This year, I think we filtered out definitely a lot of people through that LCQ, and you see right here, I mean, everybody kind of organized. But, I mean, not to say they won't be organized. We nearly saw a wreck with the 88 of Gavin Austin getting turned there up front, as Josh Patterson's going to be pushed to the lead by Harry Grindle. So, new leader up front.
Yep. Josh Patterson up front. Didn't he just win a Rocket League tournament?
Yes, sir. He already won $100 through that ACOG major just a couple weeks ago. So Josh Patterson, he's looking for $200 in total right now.
See this. Yeah, go see how Patterson does. I know he's a pretty good plate racer himself. how he sorts himself in this lead. Now he's going to control the lines here, but I believe Harry's going to get a big push here from Nelson. Oh, to the lead for now is Harry.
Yeah, just nosing out ahead. Miles is kind of sneaking himself up to the highest side, probably getting air to that nose. These Xfinity machines do heat up very, very fast, so Miles is trying to be tentative about those gauges at the moment. So he's just doing whatever he can to keep himself cool and steady behind that 133.
Yeah, when you push in this car and you want to like lock on, you have to push them out front quickly because these things heat up very quickly, as you said. So you have to really, really be on the bumper. You can't lift at all, because if you lift, then you're going to sacrifice the run, of course. And if you have to push again, you might risk yourself of blowing up. So you just have to push until the person ahead of you is clear.
Still 2x2 up front. Miles Nelson in the 00 pushing this Harry Grindle in the 133. And compared to the LCQs of last year, I mean, sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, if we make it to lap 10, I'm going to do a little dance to celebrate the fact we made it past lap 10, because I believe last year we didn't even make it past lap 5.
No, we didn't.
So, yeah, so I'm going to do a little happy dance. Yep, I'm so a little excited for this.
Nathan Lyons doing a nice job of pushing, I mean, I think that's Nathan Lyons. No, it's Lyles. Corey Lyles in the 107 doing a nice job of pushing Patterson at the moment. They're keeping this inside line kind of stacked up and forward, but this outside line too, they have a bit of momentum as Harry is now scooting himself right alongside the 107. He was alongside the 02, excuse me, earlier, but now he's kind of starting to fade back. Mitchell Armstrong in the 45 looks like a bit of connection issues. He's dropped out, but he has reconnected. Is yet to rejoin the track though.
Yeah. Connection issues could be a huge problem, especially when you're racing up front. You don't want to have that.
And especially on the super speedway too.
Oh yeah, I'd be fine if you're blinking on a regular track, like an intermediate, because there's a gap between us. But on a plate track, we're all bunched together, and one blink like that could mess everyone up and cause a wreck.
Everybody kind of single file all the way to, looks like it's a 25 car pack, all in this lead draft, and it's a huge line led by Benjamin A. White and a ton of people.
Boys.
Look at this second pack.
Look at my boys. Look at them go.
And that's a whole bunch of veterans. This is like, as I'm trying to go ahead and go kind of side by side-ish, as they're still running up front. Harry Grindle might have led that lap at the line, but it's Benjamin A. White, Basin, Miller, Justin Johnson, a bunch of these people, I mean, who've all kind of grouped themselves together, are now all by themselves as the 00 of Miles Nelson trying to align himself to the back side of this 133, gets a bit sideways, but that whole entire pack is 11 seconds back.
Oh man, I just love that shot of Benjamin A. White just in 26 leading that pack.
Yeah, and who out of all people would be leading that pack?
Of course it'll be him. Everyone follows him. Even in official races, they all follow him.
Literally,
he's quite literally a Pied Piper. He is the Pied Piper.
That's right.
And that pains me to say it, because that's my title, in my opinion.
You hold that on NR, I think.
Hold that on NR. That's mine. I hold that here.
Ooh, three wide? Maybe? No. Dropping himself down to the low side.
Yeah.
That's the 63 of Casey Drake.
Casey Drake, yep.
Yeah, that kind of discombobulated that outside line just by a slight bit, but everybody just doing a nice job of keeping the cell steady.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's grouping up again, this pack. You see the single file line, they kind of cut back up in this draft to situate themselves in this pack.
And there's still a lot of time as Casey Drake's kind of blinking in and out, but at the moment, everybody just, honestly, I find it very surprising that everybody is doing a fine job of keeping themselves steady. And for that second pack as well, Benjamin A. White and all those people back there, they got a caution that they could catch. So, that caution on the stage on lap number 30.
30, yeah. Stage 1 ending on lap 30. So you can expect, these guys will get, I'd say that they're going to start making their moves around lap 25, you know. You said the $15 bonus for winning the stage. We'll see what $15 really means to these drivers at the end of the stage here. Well, as
way
we come
high on the
around-
racetrack
Ooh.
goes Casey. That car washed up on him, and Harry Grindle just about quarter paneled that 63, but he dragged the brake just enough to keep him right behind. And to drag the brake in the Xfinity car is kind of huge, to keep yourself close. Not touching, but close enough to kind of arrow push that line forward, and that's what Harry's trying to do, but Casey's not really pinching as much on that inside line. And I think that's due to the fact that, of course, it's just so early in the race, and you don't want to do that on lap number 14.
Yeah, end of the race, maybe end of the stage here, you'll see more pinching. But I think it's best if you keep your distance here, especially with a few blinkers. Casey's blinking a little bit, you don't want to get too close, because that could cause a wreck. But as we're coming around, we're going to make it to halfway in this stage. Harry Grindle, again, almost quarter paneled Casey Drake there, but he backed off in time.
I'm just very
Halfway
happy
through
that
the
we made
stage,
it lap
we
15, honestly.
made it.
Oh, please don't jinx it. Please don't jinx it. Come on.
Commentator's curse. Commentator. Well, let's calm a little bit. Let's calm. Let's not celebrate yet. Oh, I forgot to do my little happy dance. Hold on.
That's right. Hey, hit that, man.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
made it.
hey.
Halfway through the stage. Now, see, I think we need to stop talking about how we made it right now, because that was too close for comfort.
Yeah, kind of being a bit pessimistic at the moment, but that big shuffle
I don't
kind
blame
of
you.
shuffled out Harry
Usually-
Grindle.
Usually when it looks like things are going well, boom, caution out of nowhere. And you just see 15 cars just spinning around, flying in the air. It's just wild. But as they sort themselves out again, it looks like, oh, Gavin Austin on the aprons. Ooh, a little squirrely there. Don't want to do that, especially on a track like this, and when you're in the middle of the pack. Trust me, I've done it before. Not a fun experience. And Casey Drake, big move to the inside. He will clear Josh Patterson for the lead. And now we have a new leader for sure in the name of Casey Drake. Pushed by Eduardo Muniz Jr.
Oh, man. I didn't realize that was Eduardo there for the high side, but how about that? That calling machine, that number 8. He just pulled himself
machine,
second
yep.
on the high side, and he has a great pusher. Oh, that number 38 of Michael
blinked out.
Rosero, but he's kind of blinking out.
Yeah, Eduardo, great plate racer in my opinion. I've worked with him multiple times. It's really fun to race with on these tracks. He's a great pusher as well when needed.
And you see the
But in that
difference-
calling machine, he's moving.
And you see the difference right there. Eduardo is kind of the reason that outside line wasn't really working forward was the fact that that outside line wasn't pinching as much. Now Eduardo being there on that second car on the high side, he's now
Look at
kind
the
of
pinch.
he's trying to pinch that 02 and 63 as much as he can, but there might be a bit of contact as Patterson kind of washes up just a slight bit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with pinching. You don't want to put the inside in a place of discomfort to the point they're gonna hit the apron and wash up into you and kill the run on both lanes. Don't want that to happen, which is what we just saw. So Eduardo's gonna have to be a little bit careful when it comes to pinching here. But knowing him, I bet he's gonna watch himself from there on out. See that Patterson's washing up slightly off the corner. But Patterson's giving good pushes to Casey Drake to keep him in the lead at the hands of right to Casey Drake's bumper. But Rosero, the provisional pole sitter, as Benjamin started on the pits, he might have just cleared Eduardo, but he's not going to take it. No, he's not clear. He is not.
Oh, Casey tagged the apron. That's gonna bust his momentum
Oh, yeah,
just a slight bit.
Yeah,
And
but
to the
at least
front.
he's going to get back up. Yep. Eduardo Muniz Jr. will lead this lap. He's not clear, though. Casey Drake's still in the door, but Rosero, he's all over the back bumper of that 8 car. So you have to wonder, when will that 38 reach its limit as he's on the bumper of that 8 car? Yeah, there you go. He pulls to the outside, try to get some air. Eduardo up high to block, I believe. And there goes the outside line. There
Oh
it
yeah, I
goes.
think Eduardo wanted to pull out. Rosero tried following through,
Ooh,
and they
Gavin-
got 3 wide.
Gavin-
As
Yeah, it was indecisive there. Corey Lyles will look high. He's looking. The Armstrong 7 laps down. He's about to be put under another lap here as we come around to 11 to go in the stage.
wow, Lap car Mitchell Armstrong gets in the way. He moves himself against the safer barrier. Unfortunately, now going 8 laps down, so gonna have to catch a lot of cautions. But if this thing goes green all the way,
Oh, he's in the wall. He's in the wall.
he's in the wall. Just trying to get himself out of the harm's way, but
not a good debut for the rookie.
and that outside
is,
line kind of disconnected. And
Yeah. Oh, Gavin, squirrely there.
Lovely.
He's in the. He's. I don't know what he's
kinda
thinking.
I
I think
don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's kind of scaring me though.
he's scared me. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, when you do stuff like that, you're begging for a caution at this rate. And now he's blinking. He pulls up high to block Nathan Lyons, and also work together with Corey Lyles here to get to the outside. Casey Drake's not going to block that, and it's just going to be 2 cars alone on the bottom, as I believe that is the 94 of Hingston. He's going to get up there very late to Patterson's bumper, so that outside line might thrive here, but Gavin's blinking, so that could slow down the momentum of that outside line. Here we go, we're getting racy now, with 10 to go left in this stage.
Yeah, now 10 to go left in the stage. Everybody's kind of stacked themselves up and pull themselves forward. So curious on how this is all gonna be, but everybody's just kind of keeping themselves clean. The only real kind of contact we've had was with Gavin Austin, but they all kept it out of harm's way and saved it somehow.
Good to see what $15 means to some of these people.
Yeah, it was $10 last year.
Yeah, that $5 bonus has opened the eyes of many here.
Yeah, really straightened up everybody.
Here we go, Patterson outside of Casey Drake. It's just 2 cars up there, but they can make it work if Lyles can really lay the bumper to the O2 machine. I think we got to do a reverse change. When do you think the wreck's going to happen?
Oh man, don't jinx it.
Alright, we got to reverse jinx it.
23.
23? Yeah, I'll take 27.
I'll take
I'll take 27, and we end the stage under caution. Give us a little reset, before we reach the second stage.
Everybody's doing a nice job of just keeping themselves straight right now. But they're stacking up just a bit, but they're kind of fanned out at the moment. Nobody's really pushing the issue except for the top 4 at the moment. And the 94, who we haven't really talked about, Patrick Kingston, is really starting to pull himself forward. Gavin Austin yet again below the apron. But Patrick Kingston in the 94 coming in here as a rookie. He's looking to make a name for himself. Harry Grindle tags the apron. Kind of shuffles out of
scary there.
Yeah, kind of scared everybody there as they fan out on the high side. So that's gonna disconnect this high side.
Yeah, the bottom one's gonna throw himself together. Gavin Austin again on the apron. He's just out of control right now. I think it's best if everyone tries to avoid that 88 for now. He looks like he's struggling with something in his steering. I don't know. He's hitting the apron, swerving on the backstretch. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose, but man, that 88 is out of control. And I don't say that often with that number. So
bit of a shuffle there. The number 00, Miles Nelson, trying to get himself situated. That Dynamo Designs racing machine, that O2 of Patterson, he's doing a nice job of keeping himself on the high side. Coming in here with an ACOG team. So he has, of course, won the Rocket League tourney with his brother of Riley.
Yeah.
As that number 94 of here comes that Patrick Kingston machine. He's gonna work himself to the high side.
Rookie will be taking the lead here in the Daytona 300.
1.6K. Works himself down low. He's going to pick up the 63 of Casey Drake. Oh, bit of a contact and around goes Lyons!
Save it.
I cannot believe he saved it! Huge save!
Hello, Kyle Busch. Welcome back.
And that really disconnects everybody.
Great save by the developmental driver of Nathan Lyons, showing why he deserves to be there.
We'll get a replay of what happened to that, to Lyons.
Yeah. the Lions here. Oh yeah, he tried going the outside. The 60 put a block, and he got hooked by the 38 slightly. It's a great save by Nathan Lyons. One to open the eyes of Kyle Busch back in 2012 and 2014. Oh, here we go. The famous lap 27.
Yes, sir. Lap number 27 goes into the books. As I'm having a bit of ATVO issues. Apologies about that, but we'll have to fix that.
Oh well.
In a moment. Apologies about that scene change, but it's a 9-car pack by themselves, so of course that kind of discombobulation has left this top 10 all by themselves. And I'm pretty sure for these drivers now 4 or 5 seconds back, none of these guys are going to be in contention for the stage win, but Casey Drake, man, huge move there to the inside.
Oh, swirly. Oh, Gavin's not giving him room. Gavin's going to get turned. Are they going to save it? They saved it again.
Huge save, and I'm not really sure what the 88 was thinking there. He just didn't let Casey enough room to merge up on the racetrack, so it's a 6-car pack by themselves.
Yeah, I think Casey was trying to get, I believe the engine was blowing up. He's been pushing for a while, so I think he was just trying to back out. Maybe he back out just because, he probably just want to go for the stage win. Just wanted to feel himself up front. And Gavin, not a smart move to not let him up there. That basically ruined both their chances to win this stage.
7 drivers all by themselves here on this opening stage, as it's the 0-2. Josh Patterson trying to hold off the rookie. That number 94 of Patrick Kingston up there on the high side, but all these drivers...
2 to go.
Yep, 2 to go this time by.
Make me happy. Show me what you got. At 3 wide. Oh
man.
Dominic's really looking. He wants the move. Almost like going to. That man's aggressive. He's trying to swing at 3 on Patrick Kingston. Almost hooked him, and he's almost hooking them again with those pushes. It's one thing I fear in life. It's Dominic Howe on a plate track, especially when he wants to get aggressive. That's what I fear the most. I don't fear my blocking. I fear him. Here we go. White flag in the stage.
Yes,
Josh Patterson,
off the corner.
Patrick Kingston, Corey Lyles, Dominic Howe, Harry Grindle, Michael Rosero, and Mitz going for $15 here.
Yeah, $15 on the line.
Only a 7-car pack. Surely they don't wreck themselves, right?
Yeah, surely
they don't.
But I'm sure we're still going to see some aggressive moves being made, but not... Huge save by Patterson! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe he saved it! Now it pulls the outside line forward. Here comes Kingston.
I cannot believe we had like 3 big saves already this race, but my goodness, we almost jinxed it there.
Patterson gets left out the 4th. Dominic on the outside gets boxed in line. Rosero goes nowhere.
Stranded, and here they come. Patrick Kingston, the rookie, will be taking home $15 in this stage. Stage 1 goes to Patrick Kingston.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And now we can reset and calm ourselves. What an ending to this stage. Wow.
Man, that was huge.
And Patterson's going to have to watch himself with making moves under the yellow line. I believe that's not allowed.
Yeah, that's not allowed. He's going to get a bit of a warning that Rosero...
Yeah. Well, we made it! We didn't wreck!
We didn't wreck! That's amazing! Let's go!
Because they saved it. We should have wrecked like 4 different times, but they saved it. I'm so proud of these guys. They improved over last year.
Definitely. Huge improvement.
We finally did it. We made it through a stage without a caution. I can rest.
But man,
I don't even feel like commentating this race.
Let's just take a look at that save by Patterson. That is the most insane, like, I mean, of course we had Nathan Lyons make that big save earlier, but watch this.
Right off the corner here. Actually hits the apron himself, and he's pushed along. Like, usually you're wrecking there. Once you hit the apron, you get sideways. and you're being pushed at the same time, usually you're wrecking there. But knowing Patterson might be a daily save that he does on iRacing. A routine save from him. He made it look very easy. But as the pace car will pick up the leaders. Okay, well, how are we feeling? How are we feeling?
I'm excited.
After that stage.
My of course pessimistic mood has kind of changed for the better. Very surprised about that, but man, what a save by a bunch of those drivers. We should have had some huge wrecks there, but everybody kept themselves clean. And is this gonna with this?
Yep, everyone's gonna regroup now.
Ooh, got some damage here. Looks like Kiloa Hankins in the 72 has
oh my,
his
what
whole
happened there?
entire front end ripped off.
What happened there to Hankins?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It probably happened off screen. We're gonna have to take a look at that upcoming shortly.
find
So.
that. Yeah, to find that.
In the meantime of that, pit road's open.
Yeah, I expect everyone to just come here for fuel only. Don't really need tires yet, but maybe for those that were spinning, kinda like saving the car, they kind of need their tires. But I'd expect lots of just gas and go from a lot of these drivers.
Look at this
some
exquisite
people taking
CCM
right
right
sides.
here.
Oh, you have a camera control master? Oh, that's cool. Oh,
Everybody scoots themselves on in, and no surprise, 4 tires. and
NR didn't
fuel.
need 15 years to get this done.
Everybody easily in and out. Some people overshooting their
Yep.
stalls, but at the moment, so far, in terms of contact and such, it's like only a fair quarter of people have at least some type of incident or off track. So Marcus Vanderlee, 5X, Sertaj Mon, Lewis Galvin, Gavin Austin, Eduardo Munoz Jr., Kiloa Hankins, Nick Miller, Casey Drake, all
definitely
4X.
something happened at the back of the pack there.
Yeah, hence
Like,
why they got disconnected.
yeah, like something that, especially with Hankins, something definitely happened there. I don't know if he got spun all the way to the inside wall or something. Maybe he, on a restart incident, maybe he plowed into the back of someone. Because I believe I saw a car with back end damage. So I'm thinking maybe Kiloa plowed into him on the start.
Yeah, maybe it's
And
kinda
look who's up front.
piece
Who would have
piece
thought?
the things together, and up front, it's Jace Nelson in
Who would
number
have thought
13.
this man? We're about
He's
to
gonna
see
have
some
to pit
chaos,
during
kid
the
boy.
second stage if he doesn't, come on in. I expect him to come on in, honestly, but no, it looks like
Oh,
he's gonna stay
this is
himself out.
Jace Nelson we're talking about. This is
Oh,
Jace
yeah.
Nelson. He's going to stay out and lead this thing. He's going to get that lap lead, though. Good for him. At least he can brag about that stat. As that stat in, he led a lap. Good job, Jace.
All right, double it up. Jace Nelson's gonna be
Oh,
leading
yeah.
this thing.
Oh, boy. Jace Nelson up front. Oh, this is going to be chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, well, we've had our fun, commentating
Yeah.
a green flag run.
It's been fun.
It's been fun.
No,
But-
but no harm to Jace and stuff like that. Of course, we saw him very aggressive.
Oh, I
during the
mean, it's
ACOG.
only today.
Oh, okay. Well, AJ might mean it the other way, but Jace Nelson in the number 13 sits himself in first place. He'll be leading this thing. He's the only person to actually stay himself out, so he's actually going to have to pit in around 10 laps from now. A bit of brake issues coming in here from chat. Looks like Gavin Austin doesn't have any brakes, so that number 88 is trying to kind of fix himself.
Oh, man.
I'm not really sure what that's all about. He's currently riled all the way back in 24th, so I'll have to see.
Oh, man. Jace Nelson leading Dominic Howe, 2 aggressive drivers on the front row. But I expect to see more of the bigger names right near the front. Maybe Benjamin A. White will find himself here somehow.
Oh, we'll have to see. I mean, That second pack, I think they're trying to go for the $100, honestly, as we pull ourselves
Definitely.
to the restart
Green,
box.
green, green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. Chase Nelson immediately hits the gas. You'll get
Black
his
flag
push
07
from,
might be a restart violation.
07. Oh, yeah, a restart zone. Completely forgot about that. 07, I believe that's a drive-through penalty. Believe
Might
so.
be a drive-through penalty. Not really sure on how he got that, but that looked clean.
Yeah,
but
he's
Iverson
dropping all the way
caught
to the
him.
back now.
And now he's going to the back.
Yeah, I didn't see what he did wrong there. Maybe he accidentally hit the gas early, which explains why Jace probably got that great restart there.
Yeah,
And
maybe
then he
tried
had
to
to
check
back off.
himself up and
Yeah.
pull himself forward. A bit of three-wide action. Miles Nelson gets shoved out. He's going to go to the back. But this 07 of Dominic Howe.
Have to
probably
drive
gonna
through,
have to,
most likely.
Yeah, going to have to hit the road. Up front, though, Jace Nelson. How about that? With
Jace
his,
Nelson, can he lead another? Can he lead another under green this time? And
yes.
he doesn't. He does not. I believe,
At number 26,
26
of
got him.
Aaron Brown. So some new
Yeah.
names working themselves to the front, but Jace Nelson doing a nice job, and we got some new names. As it's no surprise to see some new names up here in the picture. As looks like Dominic's flag does get cleared by an admin. So looks like
He
no
dropped
harm, no
himself fairly-
foul about that.
yeah, he dropped himself all the way to 7th or 6th
Yeah,
now.
6th on the
So I
high
believe
side.
that's fair enough. I believe it's too harsh to do a drive-through penalty. And here's Benjamin and Basin. They're here. They've made their way to the front as expected.
Yeah, so now we're stacked up about 2 by 2. About big
Jace,
moves.
big block by Jace to deny Tommy Reynolds of taking it 3 wide most likely and leaving him out to dry. But that's going to check up the inside line. And here comes the 26. He is moving. And Benjamin already taking it 3. Almost washed up into by Patrick Hingston.
Well, that might have been Alec Daffin there in the 048. But regardless, Jay's doing a nice job of leading this inside line, this 28. Oh boy, they're really shuffling hard back there. I'm not really sure what's up about that.
Yeah, Aaron Brown. We haven't seen him most of the time, but usually you'll find him at the front. And now he's finally found his way to the front. So Aaron Brown will be the new leader for sure now.
And he's going to be leading this high side, as he's probably going to drop himself to the low side.
Control both lines, trying to find the momentum, which line's going to get it. He knows the outside's going to die in the corner, but off the corner, that outside will shoot for the stars. So maybe we could see some blocking. Yeah, and especially when Jace is... He can't do anything. There comes the outside. Jace hit the apron. That's stacked up the bottom.
Yeah, this is going to pull this inside line back just a slight bit, and here comes the 107. He's going to work himself to the front, drop himself down low.
A lot more aggressive compared to last time.
But it's still clean, though. It's pretty organized. It's kind of organized chaos. It's not 3 by 3 chaos. It's just everybody trying to pull themselves forward. As Nelson, now he has to hit pit road, and now he has to pit.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate thing of, kind of staying
enjoying
himself out.
that. Yeah, he enjoyed that. Enjoyed those last laps, but hey, you gotta take what you have. It's a good experience for Jace to stay out front and not cause a problem.
The first time in a while. No offense.
Yeah. No, full offense. You kidding me? And here's Benjamin splitting it 3 on Basin.
Oh boy.
Look at that one car. Look at him go.
Oh,
he reminds me of
good.
myself.
Yeah, he's gonna squeeze out
moving.
Harry as well.
He's moving.
Maybe even Dominic if he can. Dominic, he saw that in the mirror. He's gonna go ahead and pin down that one.
Yeah, Benjamin, great player at racer. As you see, he's showing what he can do, especially when it comes to situations like this where he has to move himself to the front. Any gap he sees, if you leave the slightest gap in the middle, he will split you. Even if that might cause a wreck, he will take it. That's how aggressive he is.
Oh, I thought I saw a
But it
wreck
just
there in the
shows how-
back, but
Yeah, it just
I
shows
think
how
because
good
that
Benjamin is.
I think that since that first stage went really clean, I'm pretty sure. Whoa! Big blinking back there.
Whoa.
Gavin Austin.
Gavin
Oh.
Austin again.
Huge blink right there.
And Benjamin, left out to dry by Dominic, and Basin and Miles Nelson will take that. Benjamin will slot himself right in front of the other Josh Berry car of Nathan Lyons. running the same paint scheme. That. But this is the front you expected. Dylan Basin, Dominic Howell, Howes Nelson, Benjamin A. White, Aaron Brown, all these guys up here. This is what you expected from the start.
Yeah, that's right. Now we've really filtered out everybody in terms of this, because I think with that first stage, I think those drivers in the back has really sought this to be maybe a more cleaner race. So now they're going to make the move and pull themselves to the front. But Dominic, he opts out of there. I kind of find that surprising considering the names that are up here in the mix, but seems as though his spidey senses are kind of tingling. He's going to work himself to the back. So we've pulled new names up here. One of them being Benjamin A. White, another one being the 26 of Aaron Brown. You got the 7 of Tommy Reynolds there as well as the 9 of Trey Mintz. So a fair amount of new names as Benjamin, big move to the bottom there under the 0-0. He's going to work himself to the lead.
Here we go. And it's common here in a place like Daytona or Talladega. New leader Benjamin A. White. He's going to have help from his friend Dylan Basin. Both of them working together for now, but Basin calmly swaps himself to the outside as they...
Oh, they wrecked!
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Brown. Harry Grindle, Mike Rosero.
Oh, they're
piling
piling
in there.
45!
Piling in there. Oh, man.
And throwing that out there, that was definitely not Jace's fault.
Definitely not Jason's fault. Do not worry about that. But
But
man, yeah,
oh my gosh, look
Harry,
how...
it looked like... Oh yeah, it looked like Harry got squirrely. Oh, it pushed out a line and
pushed out a
turned by
line.
Gavin Austin. Yeah. Oh, big hits. Look at how they all just pile in there, trying to slow themselves down.
What the hell?
Oh my god! No way! Oh, iRacing, you love to see. Harry Grindel has taken off to space. We will see you in the next life, Harry.
Oh
My
God.
goodness! My goodness!
What
My
the...
gosh! Harry! Harry is
I'm
dead!
pretty sure Harry's gonna be speechless about that.
I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
That's such
He
an
took off to
iRacing
space.
thing. That is such
Such
an
an
iRacing
iRacing
thing.
thing. I mean, his race was basically done with the way how he hit the wall, but then, oh my, iRacing just put insult to injury by flinging him to space. Gotta love iRacing's crash physics. Can be a joy to watch as long as you're not on the receiving end of it. Harry has just confirmed his vertebrae is gone, so we hope for a speedy recovery for Harry.
Alright, now it's time to go ahead and kind of... Let's go ahead and decipher this whole entire... this wreck.
Yeah. Looked to me like, as we've seen it before, Gavin Austin, very aggressive today. He's been out of control, in my opinion, throughout this whole race. But we'll see here. I believe it started when Basin moved himself to the outside and stacked up the outside, but we'll see here in a moment. As we're going to see Basin move to the outside here. Like, barely clearing Miles Nelson, they do. But then, oh yeah Gavin pushed out of place, yep. Can you imagine if you were Jason in that scenario, though? My gosh. Just having the whole pack come at you, next you know they're wrecking, and they just spin around you. That's the most scary. That's the scariest thing you can do when you're getting lapped on the apron. But yeah, from what I've seen there, Gavin pushed Harry at the wrong spot, got him out of control, and then finished him off. And then iRacing finished Harry off for sure by sending him to space. My goodness. But as we start ourselves under caution, we finally had our first wreck of the race, and only came at lap 42, I believe. So not that bad. Not that bad.
Unfortunately, some of these drivers did get some damage. Hankins looks like he got damage. Casey Drake, he got damaged too.
I'm pretty sure Hankins had damage near the start of the race, like we mentioned.
Right.
Pointed out
Actually,
before,
they
but
snapped the front end back on his car, so
all right, should be back to normal.
hopefully.
Considering that repair probably didn't take that long, I believe it. Maybe a bit of aero damage, but overall, he's fine. You get his wave around, I believe. I was saying, who would have expected Benjamin to be up here, right?
Yeah, I kind of find that a bit surprising. 25 laps to go in the stage, though, so kind of a C-fixed race to go.
Oh, dog loves his C-fix. He loves those.
Yeah, here you go. Trying to see on how this is all going to sort out, but
Yep. Remind me, when does stage 2 end?
on 60 to 61.
Hey.
Alright, here we go. Pace car is in. Restart box right about now.
Green, green, green.
Benjamin hits the gas, and we are back at the green here in stage 2.
Doubling up, and everybody gets themselves up to speed. 2 by 2, about 5 rows deep. Miles Nelson pushes the #1 machine of Benjamin A. White forward as a fair amount of guys going to go ahead and snag themselves to the apron. Out of harm's way, they go to the back. But up front, it's Basin versus Benjamin. So 2 powerhouse names up front leading this thing, as actually Benjamin's going to go up high to go ahead and fend out Basin.
Big block from Benjamin there. Already showing that what he can do when controlling these things. That's why people follow him. He knows what to do when he gets up here. Back down when he goes to pick up Miles Nelson, controlling the line pretty well.
Oh, that's right. He's doing a nice job. Now the 0-0 of Miles is clear. I'm pretty sure he's going to stay himself tucked to the bottom, considering the amount of laps that go, as Benjamin is playing Blinky Winky right now. He hardly appears on the racetrack.
Never say Blinky Winky again. But, Patterson aggressive with the outside to lead out Reynolds here, and that inside line is going to lose most of its momentum because of that. Going Basin, lead that lap.
And now it's become, you know, kind of a stalemate at the moment up front. All these guys are just doing whatever they can to kind of keep themselves situated and in position for that upcoming stage within these next 10 or so laps. So Basin moves himself to the front. Still got some big names to appear in the picture. Miles Nelson in the 0-0. Corey Lyles, who is also a part of that stage 1 battle. He's up here in the mix as well. So some guys just doing a nice job of keeping themselves maintained.
Ooh.
And
Benjamin again blinking out, and that's going to stop the inside again.
Yeah, man, it's kind of scary. Benjamin, known with netcode through his immaculate Twitter posts.
Twitter threads talk about netcode all the time. Miles Nelson on the aprons, squirrely a bit, saves it. But yeah, Benjamin talk about his netcode all the time, how ruins it. But you can see probably why netcode's probably such a big thing here when you're blinking out like that.
Yeah, when it comes, what you call it? When it comes to netcode and stuff like that, how do I explain this? What's that Jimmy Johnson quote?
I forgot.
I forgot
I'll
that
be
one
honest.
Jimmy Johnson quote he made at Martinsville, in which if you're the cause of something, it may be you. That's how it kind of went. And
Yeah.
Benjamin, with his blinking issues, known to be I wouldn't say he's super known to be blinking in like 24/7, but he's known to be blinking here and there, and
Yeah.
it might be Benjamin's connection more than iRacing itself, unfortunately. So far, it hasn't posed an issue just yet, as he works himself to the high side. Ooh, kind of a big shuffle
Miles
there
on the
as
apron,
Miles Nelson.
yeah.
I mean, or
Oh,
ooh,
Patterson. Wow, almost hit the Sartaj Mon there.
yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on back there. Sertaj, big gap between himself and Patterson. That kind of opened up just a slight bit.
Oh, wow. Pinching on the front there. I believe Carlisle's misjudged the pinching. Mason and Benjamin, they can pull away slightly with their two-car tandem, but that pack will immediately get back up there. Mason, you see Benjamin's back end just beat in. I've seen it on the right there.
Oh, maybe we
Sartaj
got some guys swinging
outside.
out 3. Here we go. Maybe the game might be on as up to the high
only 10
side.
to
Goes
go,
to 49.
It's only 10 to go on the stage.
Boy, they fanned out big time there in the bottom. That outside, I mean, that inside line just goes nowhere. And now Dominic's going to fill the void of that outside line. He's also dragging the 88 there, who was just involved in that wreck. Gavin
Sartaj
Austin.
Mon out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And they're 3x3 for the lead.
Oh, kind of tight at the moment, but all these drivers
Tight,
up front,
really
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very competent race due to the fact that these are
Oh,
big
yeah.
names up front. It's not nobodies up here. It's,
Yeah, Lions most likely going to be left down the middle in that sucker hole, as DW likes to call it.
yeah, nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. Huge pull out by
Benjamin,
Basin. He's going to work himself to the high
big
side and block the one.
And guess
Oh.
who's back? Gavin Austin. After what happened last time,
Oh.
Benjamin. Oh, man.
He's looking to take it 3 wide, but boy, Benjamin got a taste of his own
we're
medicine.
getting racy now. We're getting racy now. It's only stage 2. The end of stage 2. Come.
Ooh, Benjamin kind of
8 to go.
8 laps to go this time by. Oh, blinking in
Oh,
and
again,
out, and it's
blinking
Benjamin
again.
yet again. His blinking issues are going to be a huge issue.
Oh, man, I'm not ready for these last 8 laps.
Yeah, I mean, a different set of names here rather than stage number 1, but still the same name, different name, same game. It's just only Benjamin A. White and Basin are up here to go ahead and duke it out for this stage.
Sartaj Mon again takes it 3, but I think he's going to try working with Benjamin right now. Try getting something going as Nathan Lyons and I believe Dominic Howe almost made contact.
Everybody inside this top 6 at the moment really have a shot to win this stage, but everybody who's kind of fanned out back here, Hankins is up in the mix. Surprisingly, I
Yep,
cannot
he's
believe
back.
that.
Yep. Maybe it was just a visual glitch on our end, or maybe a visual glitch in terms of like maybe the damage is not that bad. But he's back.
Basin up to the high side,
up
blocks
high
out Benjamin.
again.
And
Benjamin
Sertaj
squirrely,
does not want to
squirrely.
lap off the bumper, and they're gonna go 3 wide because of it.
3 wide, but Patterson backs out. Mason holds the outside line at bay. Back down low to pick up Harry Lyles.
And we also got about a 12-car pack back here. Not really sure what that's about. We'll have to situate that later. They are
Those guys
3
are
by 3
battling
in the
for-
second
They're
pack.
battling for 5 cents. Those guys are battling for 5 cents. Let them be.
Yeah.
5 cents on the line in that pack.
Two
Look
by
at
two
this,
up
everyone
front.
all bunched together now. This is what you usually see at Daytona when racing lane like this. Everyone's bunched together, pinching, not really giving much room to the inside line to breathe. As Gavin Austin again looking a little squirrely on the inside. It's a nice shot down the backstretch. See how these guys are just moving around, pushing each other, trying to get as much spots as possible, trying to move their lane forward.
Boy, Gavin
Gavin
keeps
Austin,
snagging the
like,
apron.
yeah.
Dominic is doing a nice job of not running him over, but 5 to go in the stage this time by.
But you gotta wonder, when will Dominic's patience run out when Gavin keeps doing that, to the point where he's not even gonna let off when that happens. Oh man. Side by side again, still with Benjamin and Basin with only 5 left to go down this backstretch.
Yeah, it's only at the moment, it's just 10 cars really grouped up together. Those people who are outside of that top 10 kind of fanned out, not wanting to be a part of this mess. Benjamin's going to go ahead and pull himself to the front. But now he's kind of disconnected. I think that outside line is way more organized than that inside line.
The outside's completely organized here. There's just, like, you see big gaps between Basin, Lyles, and Gavin Austin, who's not really holding the line properly.
Yeah, I think the biggest Achilles heel at the moment for that inside line is currently Gavin Austin. He's kind of weaving in and out. That's kind of disconnecting that inside line. And that third place car has a, even though he's not pushing, he has a huge role to play to pull this inside line forward. But it doesn't take much as Basin's going to make a huge move to the outside. He's going to block Benjamin. Sartaj is all over Benjamin.
Again, you got to lift at that point, Sartaj. Come on now. Come on, just a lot of take. There's a lot of take here. There's no giving. They're not giving.
Man. Oh, there they go! Around goes Patterson! Up the racetrack!
Ooh, tags the wall. No caution.
Cannot believe it! No caution,
tags the wall, that's minimal damage.
Huge save by Patterson, yet again!
Wow. 3 to go, and we're down to 6 cars again in this pack.
And that is the same situation of stage 1, a big wreck or a big shuffle has now disconnected the top 6, so now no worries for this whole entire top 6 from Basin all the way to Austin. I mean, maybe that 7th and 8th place of Kiloa Hankins, that might be Nathan Lyons right behind, could maybe factor in. But all these guys, they're by themselves, coming to 2 laps to go.
Here's Sartaj, here's Dominic. This is a perfect top 4 to duke it out. 4 aggressive plate racers, 4 great plate racers going for it.
And now, due to
2 laps to go.
Yeah, 2 laps to go this time by, and now due to the fact that there's barely anybody in this mix, it now comes down to a 2-line race. There's not going to be much of 3-wide action, because if somebody in this pack takes it 3 wide, hits over, that entire pack's going to kind of lose all its momentum. So now it all comes down to this: how can this all work out for this second stage?
Oh, this white flag. I don't know what to expect anymore. I'm going to expect chaos. Top with a run. Base is going to come up to block that run. Sartaj squeezes out, and they're going to push right past Benjamin. White flag in stage 1.
Oh!
Oh, big contact! Benjamin,
oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness!
He's still sideways.
My goodness. Oh my goodness! What a save!
What a save! Ginormous save by Benjamin A. White. And now it's a 4-horse race. Here comes Lyons. He's going to push the 07.
Dominic is going to get to the bumper of Basin. Where will he go? High. He goes low. He gets there.
Yeah, he gets there. Now Lyons is going to pull himself forward. Can Lyons get clear?
This one,
and pull out to the high side.
The Lyons should have backed off early in the corner. I'm generating that run. Here comes Sartaj with a run.
Hold her all single file now. Pull out where? Pull out when? Here comes Lyons. He looks up high. He looks down low. Not enough.
Not enough. And Dominic Howe will win stage 2.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
What an ending. What an ending to the stage.
Oh, a bit of contact there.
Ooh. We gotta talk about that Benjamin save one more time, though. That man was cranking his. I forgot we put his steering rotation at, but that really helps in situations like that. You've seen him crank. You think he's overcorrecting at best when you see the car sideways like that. Wow.
All right, Dominic Howe, stage 2 winner.
He'll collect $15 himself.
And man, that was...
What an ending to the stage. That
could have been 12 times worse than what it was supposed to be, but we'll take a look at it again.
It should have been. Look at this. Like, wow. Like, Sartaj trying to split the middle here with Basis. Basis would have come all the way down. squeezed Sartaj into Benjamin, and look at the wheel. Look at him inside that car. Yeah, look at him go.
Oh my, Dominic, huge by Dominic to go ahead and pull himself up the racetrack. If Benjamin, if Dominic was a bit lower, I think that would have been way different story.
And he's still wheeling it on the straightaway. What a save by Benjamin. And that's what you expect. He does this in the ARCA car. He does that everywhere.
Wow. Unbelievable.
But they real pit road open. I expect 4 tires now. Especially for someone like Benjamin who just did that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Bro was leaving tire marks in the tri-oval to get himself straight.
Yeah, that man was drifting, and drifting. Man, it's calm down a little bit after that one, but we're entering the final stage. It's going to be, we're basically halfway through the race at the end of the stage, so that means 60 to 55 laps of pure chaos, most likely. So, Cowboy, are you ready for that?
Oh man, yeah. Now I'm ready for it. We won't have. Now it comes down to how these drivers are gonna really situate themselves for this final stage. So,
any last minute predictions?
so far it's been really nice at the moment. Some of these drivers getting some wave arounds.
Oh, that's one way to really set the tone for this last half of the race. I believe Nick Miller, Philo Hankins, Artaj Mon, they'll be your top 3.
Yeah, some of these people might have taken fuel only to pull themselves in position. But again, now coming into this third stage, now it's time to go. You won't see half of the field laying back. It won't be a 10-horse race. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be an all-out brawl from this point forward. So, who's going to be the beneficiary of winning this $100 prize? Who knows? But
I think these guys will calm down for the first half of the race. The first half of this stage, I guess, the final stage, until pits end. But once pits end, that's when you're really going to see the most aggressive moves you'll see in this race.
yeah, no doubt about it. Bunch of people topping off on fuel. There will at least be one pit stop during this third stage. That being around probably 20 to go. Now the question is, there's a bit of a window on when these people can hit pit road. You could hit pit road on lap 80-ish. You could hit pit road actually lap 80 and make it all the way to the end. So,
yeah,
you want to get that pit stop out of the way early, or do you just want to run the chink dry and pit with? Now I'd say
I'd run it dry.
Let's go.
I'd run it dry so you can have the final 20 laps to push yourself and have no worries about running out of fuel.
Yeah, I would too. Some people might even split
Especially
it
if you go to
halfway.
green with checkers.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go, though.
The restart zone again.
Green
Start
flag.
time on Nick Miller. Green flag. Like Nick Miller was slightly dragging the brake a little bit, probably to. Oh no, there was a blinker. Yeah, Philo Hankins. At Sartaj, you don't want to get that far out now, especially at Daytona. It's gonna pick up Nick Miller here.
And to the lead, the man who got some damage off of that, the 72 of Kiloa Hankins. How about
That's
that?
when I thought this man couldn't compete anymore with that damn. They put that front back up.
Yeah, they slapped the front end and he said, send me out there. Out to the front he goes. And he's setting himself up, currently in position to win $100.
Look at this pack at the back. You see, you got a lot more drivers in there.
Yeah, way more drivers in this pack. Now it all comes down to who's gonna shuffle out where.
All over the back of Star Top.
Yeah, now Sertage pulls himself up to the high side, getting pushed by the number 19 of Nick Miller. Sertage is going to drop himself down low, and a new name into the picks. How about Jackson Carr, the 015? He works
And Mark
himself into second on the high side. And Mark Frimpong, that's right.
Lots of drivers that we've seen laying back. They're all up here. But you know what, kid? You know what I think it's time for?
What is it time for, AJ?
I think it's time to crank it up.
Hell yeah, brother. Go ahead and crank that volume to 100. Let's listen to the crowd roar. I mean, the engines roar. Oh my god. What am I
Wow, you
saying?
messed that up.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to see.
Beautiful stuff.
33 cars all on the lead lap to pull themselves forward. And speaking of pulling themselves forward, look at these two names out of nowhere. Starting from 28th place to the lead goes the 79 of William Schmidt. He is also pushed in with a man who started himself in 8th place. How about the 33 of Justin Johnson?
Justin L. Johnson. Someone we spent, and Benjamin's already back to the front as well. Well, it looks like they're going to single file themselves out for now, but I don't think that's going to stay for a while as Benjamin's peeking up. There he goes outside. Benjamin for the lead. He's going to get left out to dry. No one's going up there with that one car.
Yeah, they won't probably want to dip him out. Kind of an opposite.
Yeah,
That's
unlike
huge
official
run
races,
by the
he's-
00.
What a run by the 00. He's going to go all the way to the outside. And he's been out for dead.
3 wide for the lead,
He's
and
in
to
the
the lead goes the 00 of Miles Nelson, and he drags the
Corey Lyles,
108.
Hankins.
I mean 107. Excuse me.
61 car as well up here. I haven't talked about him all day.
All right, man.
Oh, got a wreck! Wreck to the back, big wreck!
Ooh.
See the 7, Tommy Reynolds in there,
Reynolds.
94. Oh, Bachman
Patrick
comes to a
Kingston.
stall.
Bachman almost pawned in there. Casey Drake destroyed.
Oh,
He is destroyed. And that's it. He'll pull it off the pit road. He is done for the day, most likely.
wow, that's a shame.
He was
They're
up there as
running
well.
kinda clean there. It happened off picture. We'll get a replay of what happened here on lap number 71.
I have a feeling, maybe he hit the apron, maybe he got a bad push. Talk about that run though from Miles Nelson as well though. Came out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon. Looks like here, it looks like, oh yeah, there's a stack up here. Patrick Kingston gets himself checked up. Tommy Reynolds, oh, Tommy. Basin went around
Basin's
it.
in it.
Oh, Basin.
Oh, big hit there by the 60.
Oh yeah, Tommy Reynolds. I think he got a little spooked by the 3-car. Oh.
Yeah, that's
And
Max
he-
Urich.
Yeah, I think he panicked here to see the run that they had. He didn't. It's a big run. He went low. He shot back high to avoid Max. Back into Sartaj Mon. And oh, what a hit to the outside wall that is.
Look
Yeah,
at it
he
again.
got a bit too low. Yeah.
And Sertage, oh, nowhere to go.
Oh, Casey Drake.
Oh, 48,
I-
kind of in it.
Kind
was
of in
Alec
it.
Daffin.
He got into Patrick. Yep. Daffin's
Oh,
in it.
26, looks like
Aaron Brown.
very lucky for Aaron.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, Tommy he spooked himself.
Yeah,
Moved a bit
and-
too low and panicked and went up high into Basin. And you see Casey Drake, I think he expected Basin to spin back down, which is why he went right directly into the 48. I think he expected the 48 to spin all the way to the bottom or keep it in the middle so you had room to go up there. There's no time to react for Casey.
Caution's out. With just
believe this is,
49 laps to go, so we will still at least have one pit stop, but that window opens up big time. I mean,
Yeah, I believe this is our second caution minus the stages. So
That's
relatively, It's been a clean race.
but unfortunately those
Span of,
wrecks have been pretty big by itself,
Yeah.
so I'm very surprised to see not as many people hit pit road, and I think that's due to the fact that or actually no, everybody hit pit road, so I'm guessing this is all just a top off.
Top off on fuel, extend the pit window slightly. I think this will push them to lap 90, not 90, 110 now.
Benjamin
most
comes
likely.
in, so he's gonna opt out of the
Benjamin's
front pack.
He'll find himself up there anyways.
It's a bummer for Basin, though. I expected him to be a big name, and looks like he broke a rear axle, so that's 8 minutes of required for him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
8 minutes, 50 seconds of optional, so if he didn't get hit in the axle, he would have had 50 seconds, and it would have been just that, but, yeah, it was more than that, and he's the only car who, him and Casey Drake were the only people who got severe damage off of that, so really sucks for Basin. I wish he made it through that wreck, but as Dewey would say, that's the way the cookie crumbled.
Dewey said that?
Yeah,
Dewey said that?
He says it all the
Dude,
time. I'll just
he-
give him credit.
I'm gonna have to. Dewey,
Oh no.
gotta talk to me. I'll help you with that. I'll help you with that.
Okay.
You have to do much better than that.
Okay.
I watch Peter Drury commentate soccer matches every time. I think I got a bit of his poetic skills.
Okay, AJ, enlighten me. Commentate this first lap. Commentate this opening lap then.
I don't feel like it. I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, here we go. Pace car's on
Anyways.
in. Restart box up and away.
Miles Nelson and Corey Lyles.
Green,
We're just back under green flag. Decent restart from Corey Lyles. Actually, he's going to get pushed by William Schmidt. The outside line's not organized at all on this restart.
Yeah, but look at the names that are up here. Cole Nickamoyle, number 61. You typically see the Hunter Rupp in that number 61, but this time it's a different driver. So
Yeah, Hunter
Nickamoyle,
your ride.
yeah, Nickamoyle in 61, he's doing a very nice job of maintaining ground, but William Schmidt's going to go ahead and deny that outside line, and he's going to pull himself to the front.
Schmidt to the lead. 79, classic number for him, especially in those back marker paint schemes that he always runs. I'm shocked he's still running them to this day. I thought he'd get a sponsor at this point.
9-car pack within this whole entire group. All the way back to Alec Daffin, 5th car on the inside. A huge disconnection by everybody. Now I find this a bit interesting. We're going to have the same situation that we had last season. I mean, last year, in which a bunch of drivers wanted to save fuel. Are we at that kind of window? I'm not really sure, because they did.
I think they're just trying to make it to the. I think they're just trying to make it to the window right now.
Yeah, I mean.
And once, like I said, once that happens, we're going to see way more aggressive racers than we saw before.
Yeah, but man, look how many people are fanned out. These guys, I mean, they might stretch this to just one stop. They might. They just might. And for sure, you're gonna have to pit within 40 laps into the run. But there's, of course, way more. Well, actually, it's less than 40 to go right now. It might. No, it's way more than 40 to go.
45 to go, so that means one more pit stop's left in them.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe they're kind of waiting around for that final pit stop. Just a matter of when.
Just stop out on fuel, so could see fuel mileage if anything.
Yeah, that's right. So you could stretch it all the way to probably 3 laps to go. So
yeah,
it might split the pack up. I'm not very sure. So let's open up our options just a bit. Let's of course, this is all theoretical. Let's get a bit nerdy. That fuel window is gonna open up with 40 laps to go. Now, if you pit as soon as the window opens, it's just a matter on who's gonna be on your strategy to pull yourself where. So you're gonna have to have drivers work with each other. You're gonna have to have communication. Communication is #1 key on a super speedway race.
Always #1. Aside from knowing what the hell you're doing, but communication, of course, big part. You have to find the people that are willing to work with you. Same strategy, same mindset as you, and that's how you can really succeed on these plate tracks. When you find that right person to work with.
That's right.
Especially when it comes to pit stops, you guys can come up together and start working together. Okay, it can't just be one person as well. It could also be a group of people. As we've seen multiple times, a group of people would come down with each other, work together as a group, instead of just 2 people doing their thing.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, who will that group be, though? Everybody single file all the way first to 30th. So, not Basin, but Lem Wansley, the 3rd, all the way back in the number 60, has a job to do to not, keep the. I actually think he has damage, so it's going to be David Bachman's job to kind of keep this pack grouped up together, because everybody in this whole entire pack has a job. The front guys, of course, is maintaining that momentum, but the rear guys as well, is just keeping the pack together.
Yeah, stay with the draft. Don't break up. Once you break up, especially when the pit window is coming up, you're most definitely screwed.
Look at this. All the way back. Look at that huge line all the way back to turn #1. This is off the bumper of Corey Lyles.
Look at that front bumper of Hankins.
Yeah, destroyed.
It's a wonder how he's able to hold it here. Look at that run.
What in the world is that run? Who are those 2 people?
Wow, Nick Miller and Sartaj Mon really shot out of the cannon there. Much like Miles Nelson and Corey Lyles earlier before that wreck. And look, they're gunning it. They are gunning.
Right to the high side of Dominic Howe, but Miller, who was tangoing with that number 51, is just going to leave that 51 dry. No, never mind.
He's going to let him in.
Let him in.
Let him in. They're going to reset here. Look at another run here from Benjamin. And that 70 of Smith.
Yeah, Benjamin A. White, Aaron Smith, they worked themselves up to the high side and now pull themselves forward. But boy, Benjamin is blinking like a Christmas tree.
All I can say is that you can tell these guys are saving a lot. I feel the way how these guys are getting these runs and just shooting out of a cannon.
Yeah, but you don't want what happened that last year, in which everybody's checking up so much and everybody stacks up, and then all of a sudden, yeah, all of a sudden you got a wreck. So now it's everybody's job to just keep themselves steady, and of course when you're saving fuel, kind of let the guy right behind you know that okay, I might check up just a slight bit, and keep yourself situated.
Big moves to the bottom.
Boy.
Ooh. And Sartaj, believe, gets a little bit of damage from that, but man, what a moment. 61 car, I believe, how to pronounce his name, but he here we go! Save it. He saves it. He saves
Aaron
it
Brown.
again.
Unbelievable.
We're about to jinx this with the Rex, man. I hate this.
Yeah, I mean, but that was kind of expected. We both predicted it. Those stack-ups are going to cause some type of incident, and it nearly happened right there. But, I mean, luckily everybody just keeping themselves out of harm's way and getting themselves in a good enough space to kind of get regrouped. And here comes Aaron with a run.
Aaron Brown, big run here. Move to the outside, trying to... Oh, there he has help. Michael Rosero, who's involved, I believe, in a crash earlier.
Yeah, that's right. But right now, everybody's kind of, you know, minding their own business, trying to save some fuel. Now it's Corey Lyles in the 107. Still leading this thing. He might have led the most laps, honestly. This 107.
So.
We'll have to pull up that graphic here in just a moment.
Been a lot of lead changes. I think since our single file, now he definitely led the most laps.
Double zero!
Miles Nelson.
What
Saves it, but what a moment. I think he tagged the apron and whew, what a moment.
And that disconnects everybody. Huge save. Huge save by the double zero.
Only lap 84, coming closer to that pit window. Man, we already had multiple moments here with Smith, 61 car, Miles Nelson just now. Aaron Brown as well. It's been very eventful. Even though they're trying to keep a single file, they're still causing problems.
Everybody's single file from the first two all the way to last. So get a slight bit of a zoom by right here. Corey Lyles leading this thing, and that's about a entire quarter mile of cars right there.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
It's like it's honestly a beautiful sight to see. Probably in like a viewer's eyes, not so much. But when you're like a neutral, just watching the race in terms of like commentating as well, it's a nice sight to see.
Dominic Howe in the 07,
Look
kind of
at
third
that.
line, kind of blinking out just
Like
a
a
slight bit. But you are right.
Snake.
And I totally agree on
Of
you
course.
at that point.
Of course, as a driver, you like seeing this as well, depending on where you are. When you're leading the race, you never want to see this. But to us, it's nice to calm down once in a while. See the cars just single file, looking like a big anaconda, just going down this front stretch here.
And it now, well, with everybody single file, gives us the time to go ahead and scroll through the field. How about that? Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Corey Lyles in the 107 up front. Flo Hankins in second place at the moment. Dominic Howe, Aaron Brown, or excuse me, Michael Rosero, then it's Aaron Brown. Josh Patterson in the 02. Cole McAmoyle in the number 61. Benjamin A. White not being displayed at the moment due to the fact he's starting pit road. Nathan Lyons and Miles Nelson round at the top 10.
Tartajman, you see, he's been very aggressive. He's been trying to get his way to the front. Aaron Smith had a big moment as well. Nick Miller, the 19. You have Jackson Carr, the rookie, only leading 1 lap. William Schmidt, who's been up here for a bit. And you have Max Urich, also pit starting at the back here. Cole Williams and Alec Daffin as well. Andrew Schultz. And you see a bit of side-by-side racing between Marcus Vanderlee and Mark Frimpong. And, yeah, Hunter Johnson. I remember he was up here. Justin L. Johnson. And I believe the 66 car. I forgot who that is. Yeah, Nick Roden.
Yeah,
in the
haven't talked about these
mobile.
guys all race.
Eduardo Munez. Jason Nelson. Yeah, lots of names back here. Patrick Hingston, who was involved in, I believe, last crash. David Bachman. Harrison Chandler. Lem.
Lem
I think,
Wansley.
Lem Wansley, yep. We cycle all the way back to the front with Corey Lau still single file, but you can see the gaps between the drivers. Kiloa Hankins, Dominic, how you see the gap is definitely saving fuel, most likely. Or just not getting that aggressive right now, trying to make it to the pit window.
Those who are tuning in live here on Maxspeedtv, Daytona 300, second annual race. Coming down to 30 laps to go. We're coming up on a fuel window here shortly. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fuel only, most likely. Splash and go for most of these drivers due to the fact that that window is huge, and as well as we took the green with around 46 laps to go. So now it's these drivers' jobs to go ahead and pull themselves in position for this final pit stop, and the window is wide open, and now it comes down on who's going to pull themselves where on when they want to hit pit road.
Dominic Howe all the way to the outside. Here we go. Here, everyone jump to the outside. Cole Williams gets to the bumper of that 07 of Dominic Howe. And look at Benjamin. Benjamin's taking it 3 instead.
Yeah, Benjamin all the way to the high side. We'll see if he drags a 3 of Max Urich. But everybody looks like at least 8 drivers have decided to go ahead and run themselves to the front. And now they're 3 wide for the top spot as they get themselves rolling through.
Repairs done. I believe it's too little too late for Basin. That car is not going to go anywhere. They're coming up to him shortly in terms of lapping. Well, we're getting a little racy now. Corey Laus still manages to hold the lead, but Dominic Howe showing intentions of taking that lead right from him and trying to lead this pack with the help of Cole Williams and others.
Yeah, that's right. I think those drivers have, kind of situated themselves and planned out how these next 30 laps are going to go. So now, still a pit stop to go. These drivers will have to hit pit road at least one more time. But now it all comes down to where these drivers are going to make that move and when they want to. And what kind of players they're going to be working with as well. In terms of players, as Basin's going to go up high. In terms of drivers who might be a big factor into how this will all turn out, I'm not sure at the moment on who's working with who. I know Benjamin may be working with Cole Williams. You have the whole entire the whole entire other team of Group Chat Racing.
Group Chat, yay!
Oh, of course, I had to mention that.
And Fugazi.
Yeah, and Fugazi as well. So
look at them.
At the moment, all these drivers are just doing a fair job. But now it all comes down to making the moves and executing. Execute.
And pits. Don't forget about pit stops, the most important thing in racing. Aside from, of course, me leading. But we are right there. We have 29 laps to go. As the File Explorer wants to say hello. Hello, File Explorer.
Oh my gosh. It's okay, stop with the pop-ups, please. Oh my goodness.
And the One Drive. Hello, One Drive. We have special guests in the booth.
Double file for the moment. 07 to Dominic Howe doing a nice job of maintaining that high side. Has the 42 on the rear end. And, I mean, would you say it's time to go 3 wide?
No, not at all. I think they need to calm down a little bit. I mean, probably the guys are trying to go for it. They could probably go an extra few laps right now, but taking it 3 wide like this, probably not the best idea. I think you just wait and wait and wait until that first group hits, and then you can start making moves for yourself.
We'll just have to see on how it'll all go at the moment. Up front, though, it's Corey Lyles in the 107 doing a nice job of maintaining ground. Got the 72, Kilo Hankins right behind him. 07, Dominic Howe. 42, Cole Williams. And a bit of 3-wide action. Benjamin A. White's going to pull the trigger on the high side, right up against the safer barrier. He's going to have the 011 of Harrison Chandler there as well to go ahead and assist that third lane.
Look at this, 3x3s, stuff you usually see at Daytona. Dominic Howell's looking to clear Corey Lyles, but it most likely looks like he might get it done here if Cole Williams can get right to the bumper of Dominic Howell. 4 Kilo Hankins.
Boy,
So
that third
far,
line went nowhere.
oh, squirrely from Dominic as he's getting
Oh
pushed.
my gosh, Dominic, huge move. And he's all sorts of sideways as he nearly jumps down
Yeah, that 40,
into
that
the
42 got him a bit
107.
sideways. Cole Williams got him a bit sideways there. And, wow. We almost see something big.
Yeah, that could have been way worse than what it was
Way
supposed
worse
to be.
than what we imagined, yep. But again, that's just the possible aggressive pushing. You also have the Supra nose with the, you know, it's a little stick, like stuck out the front, a little pointy, kind of. It's rounded, but there's a little point at the front, and you don't want to get pushed from that end.
Got an AJ Bain fan in the chat. AJ, any thoughts?
Any thoughts on what?
Uriel Sabalos, AJ Bain, I'm your biggest fan.
Everyone's my biggest fan, one of
Oh.
many.
3 wide. Hey, how about this? The 42 of Cole. He's going to shut the door there on the 00 Miles Nelson. That outside line is kind of going nowhere. As, ooh, bit of pinching there as Sertage is trying to go ahead and rile up that outside lane, but it goes nowhere. And Miller in the 19s being a bit indecisive if he wants to go with Sertage or jump
Or
down
Benjamin,
to the
or let
middle.
him in. Yeah, it's gonna let him in, actually. And Dominic Howell clear for the lead, and Cole Williams will now try his chances of taking the lead here. A very questionable paint scheme that is. What is that? What is that? Oh, man.
Which paint scheme?
The 42. That is a very questionable paint scheme.
Oh.
Ooh, me?
Who, me?
Ooh, me.
That's what you call it. Oh man, Benjamin slotting
Connor
himself
Brennan's
right in
favorite
line,
line.
but
Connor
reminds me
Brennan's
of
favorite line.
Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights.
Ooh, me? I want to go fast. Miles Nelson outside. That car is gonna. We're gonna lose. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no wonder that looks familiar. It's we're gonna lose.
It's we're gonna lose. Oh man.
Makes so much sense now. Off the final corner, coming to the triple-digit number. Yet to see pit stops open. I think these drivers are gonna probably bank for a 10 to go. Oh, Benjamin blinking out. But
Ooh.
these drivers are probably gonna bank around 10 laps to go on when they're probably gonna hit pit road with 10 laps to go. But
I think the blessing for most of these drivers would be a caution right now. So that means we might have to sacrifice one or multiple drivers for this, if they want to make it to the end without worrying about fuel. So far, so good from these drivers up front, keeping it steady. Cole Williams for the lead, and now he has to hold off Benjamin A. White and Sartaj Mon on the outside.
all these drivers doing a nice and steady job at the moment of just keeping themselves straight. Now
Williams,
to the high side, here comes
switcheroo.
the 42. Ooh, bit of contact there. Dominic Howe and I think Sertaj Mon got into each other. Gonna stall out that
Yeah.
outside line just a slight bit, but a pair. Oh my goodness,
Miles
Miles Nelson on the apron.
Ooh, moment there, and Dominic does well to lift for that. It was about to give him one of the best shoves I probably would have seen in the corner, but and Miles hit the apron.
He's still on the apron, and that's gonna, you know, be a bit of an
Bottom.
interruption at the moment for that whole entire inside line. All these drivers just gonna do whatever they can to situate themselves for that scenario on the once we do hit pit road. But man, at the moment, it's been really nice so far. Besides those big wrecks.
Yep, clean race so far. Uncharacteristic in my opinion. I expected 15,000 wrecks.
I did too, honestly. Compared to the first iteration of this 300, it has been immaculate so far. But I mean, we still have 20 laps to go. Anything could happen. Speaking of 20, we're coming up on that number. Next lap. Alright, I think it's time.
Biggest time, yeah.
It is time. Pit road is
Only
open
one to
this
go.
time by. Everybody's going to spam on that number 1 key. And here we go. Drivers going to work themselves to the high side and get themselves out of harm's way. Pit road is huge. You got to keep yourself on the bottom. And, you know, of course, top it off. Now, what kind of strategy you're going to opt with? 2 tires, 4 tires, fuel only? Who knows? Pit road's open this time by. Who's going to come in?
There they go. Look at this. Everyone diving down. Hopefully no one speeds. They're all locking up. All Como. Oh, Kealoha. He locked up in pit road. I think he was trying to get to his box, but at the same time.
Spin!
Spinner in pit road.
That's Alec Daffin trying to get himself
Alec
going.
Daffin. The chaos of pit road already ensuing.
Oh man, that's huge for Daffin. Now he's gonna have to catch caution. Some guys are missing their pit stop. Their pit stall. William Schmidt's having huge problems getting in. He's still trying to get in his pit stall.
Still trying to get in, yeah. That's costly. That'll put him a lap down for sure when this cycle's out.
Alright, now second wave coming in this time by. This is led by Sertaj Mon. And I think this is all Fugazi right here. And Sertaj! Oh, he might have hit the inside wall doing that huge speeding. William, oh my goodness!
You're wrecking! Oh
Massive
my
wreck
goodness.
on pit road. Around goes Miles Nelson. Around goes Sertaj.
Sartaj, oh my days. And he toes it. I cannot believe what I just witnessed.
Max Urich might have gotten speeding. Justin
Fugazi
Johnson, black flag.
in shambles.
Sertaj Mon, definite black flag.
Fugazi in shambles with that one.
That's
oh my.
a huge mishap. And now it all comes down to all these other drivers gonna hit pit road. You got, I think, 3 drivers right here. This is Miller and Harrison Chandler, all by themselves. So one of the lone Fugazi guys.
Gazy.
Correction.
Oh, well, same thing. Eduardo Munoz Jr. is joining with him. So these 2 lone cats, all by themselves. We'll see if they... Oh, no! Somehow, Eduardo sneaks it on his pit stall. But... cannot speed. Urich and, Max Urich and Sertaj Mon. But... now coming off of pit road, it's still Harrison Chandler up front, but Miller working himself out. He's currently your leader, and now where's the group? Whoa! Big move as the 9 of Urich is kind of dead sideways in the midst of all that. Or that's not Urich, that's the 91. Boy, some of these drivers had to check up right around the 91. I think it's Casey Drake.
What is going on?
All these drivers are just slow, trying to merge themselves back on the racetrack. And now we've shuffled the group, and this is it. This is the main pack. There are barely enough drivers to keep this pack going.
I cannot believe what I just witnessed on that cycle, man.
And this is what happens when everybody has a different type of strategy. You
And
take
also
a
depending on when they're boxed.
30-something, you take 28 cars on the lead lap, and you toss them onto a chessboard. Only 2
boy.
are going to come out victorious.
Few
And at the
pawns will
moment,
fall.
8 drivers, I'd say, have all planned it right.
Now it's just bank on a caution and hope to God that you get the wave around.
That's right.
Miller holding bottom. Kiloa Hankins will be a little generous here. Not really force it. You see Dominic Chow going a lap down. Lots of big names in this going a lap down.
There's about only 21 drivers at the moment, all in the lead pack.
Yeah.
And we got from 14th on back is all these drivers by themselves, so. At the moment, Harrison Chandler holds the lead, but he has yet to hit pit road. And he's probably going to hit pit road within the next 10 or so laps, but that's why there's so many drivers laps down. Harrison Chandler stayed himself out. And he could stay out for as long as he can. I'm suspecting that...
I think he's banking on a caution.
Yeah, he's going to be banking for a caution, no doubt about it. But, the question is, when is he going to hit pit road? He's going to have to hit pit road at least as far as, I'd say, 5 laps to go. And take a look at these names up here in the mix. Got Nick Roten. Jackson Carr is also in this mix, sitting in 7th.
Hunter Johnson working himself back to the front here, especially with the pit cycle through. We know what he can do late in this race, so I can't wait to see what he has in store for us.
More lap traffic.
This kind of reminded me of Greg Biffle's little antics in 2015. He tried staying himself out, waited for the caution, and then NASCAR ran him out of fuel, of course, as the tail goes. Hopefully, if we do get a caution kill, well, you don't run him out of fuel.
Yeah, that's right.
Only 30 seconds ahead of Benjamin as they catch more drivers going a lap down. Mark Frimpong, and I believe that is Justin Johnson.
Yeah, they're gonna stay down low, and they're gonna try to upset this front pack. Of course, they need to keep themselves within the main pack because now they're laps down. They're gonna be fighting for this wave around. And they all stack themselves together.
Here's Kiloa Hankins on the outside of Benjamin. Moment in the back, the 66 car. Nick Roden hitting the apron, saving it though.
12 laps to go. Man, that big disconnection has left Aaron Smith on an island of his own. He also got the 48 of base in there, and it seems as though he has enough.
Be able to keep with the draft, yeah.
Yeah. Man, look at Benjamin
up. Washing up big time there, almost into Hunter Johnson and Kiloa, but keep it straight. Hunter looking to peak. I think he needs air on the nose. Benjamin will go high. He will allow Nick Miller to get to the inside as the lap cars, of course, of Justin Johnson and Mark Frimpong, they will try helping Nick get to the lead here.
Now what we saw, like in the ACOG ARCA race, this 33 and 54 are going to play an interesting factor on this inside line, and they're going to have to, hold momentum strong, and Miller is going to have to rely on this 33 of Justin Johnson and Mark Frimpong to do whatever they can to pull themselves to the front and to win this race.
Yeah, for sure, and I believe now a lucky dog right now, if the caution does come out, will be Eduardo Muniz. No, it'll be Miles Nelson that will be getting the lucky dog. But once Harrison pits, then they'll all go on the lead lap, and the lucky dog will be between Justin Johnson and Mark Frimpong.
Yeah. Benjamin A. White trying to go back-to-back with Daytona 300s, but his internet is kind of denying him at the moment. Boy, he's blinking up big time. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, this whole inside line just checked up because of him.
Yeah. And before, it's like a strategy of his to blink out conveniently, just to stall the lines. I mean, yeah, especially when you're trying to block and control the lines, you don't want to be blinking. And Hunter Johnson splits the middle. Big move by Hunter, pushed by Jackson Carr.
Wow. 10 laps to go. We're coming up on the single-digit mark.
Yeah, like I said, you leave any gap, and these veteran drivers, they would take it. They will take it, no doubt about it.
That's right. And these are very well calculated moves. These are not off-timed moves.
They know
All
what they're
very
doing.
much calculated by everybody. But man, Benjamin is just playing a very interesting factor
Roden!
right into this. Uh-oh.
Nick Roden. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. He spun down, I think, pit row, but where's he entering? There he is. He just re-entered. Oh, wow. Big moment. Hunter Johnson has cleared Benjamin for the lead with 10 laps to go.
I didn't see the Roten incident, but I'm not really sure where he is. There he is in the back.
There he is, back there.
He disconnects from the pack, but in the midst of all that,
Jackson Carr going for the lead with Aaron Brown pushing. Harrison Chandler still has yet to pit. I wonder how is he keeping himself here.
yeah, he could pit. He has to pit with at least 5 to go or more.
On to go. He's really hoping for that caution.
Yeah, he needs the caution now, or else.
This is technically the race lead for now, but
yeah.
as it stands, Harrison, who's already on 9 to go, most likely coming to 8, I believe, this time around.
The caution comes out. He caught
We got a
it.
caution. We have a caution, and it's a spin for Marcus. And big plow there from Miles Nelson. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. This one off of turn number 4. This is going to result in about a 5 to go restart. Patrick Kingston involved. He led so many laps. He led a majority of laps before this caution comes out. And now this race has just overturned.
Flipped on its head. What happened? Oh my. Did anyone get hooked? What happened here? Oh, he went high. Oh, what the?
What the?
Saved it, but then, oh yeah, then Patrick comes out of nowhere. Well, Killboy, this has got. Oh, and then Miles
Yeah,
Nelson just.
huge hit there as Miles Nelson comes in with a head of steam.
Oh, he got faked.
Oh
He got
my
faked out.
gosh.
He was faked out, but I believe that was Harrison Chandler. Oh yeah, it was Harrison.
Yeah, and that was right in front of the leader too. So this is huge.
Harrison is just.
Harrison is gonna hit
played
pit
his cards
road.
right.
There's gonna be a lot of wave around cars.
Oh yeah.
And all these drivers who are 1 lap down at the moment.
All the way to the front.
Eduardo
Yep, there
Munoz
goes.
Jr. is actually gonna get
Walking
the
on.
free pass.
Yeah, because Miles Nelson, he was involved in that crash. He was right behind Harrison Chandler, but then he
Yeah.
plowed into Marcus. Yeah, boy, can you believe this? Again, late race drama. Late race drama, and it will be Hunter Johnson leading us to the green. But now you gotta wonder how aggressive, and I mean how aggressive, these guys are gonna get. It's gonna be chaotic.
Yeah, $100 right here on the line, and it's just.
It's either we see a blocking masterclass by Benjamin, or maybe a surprise winner in the hands of well, I need to see who's in the top 10 here.
At the moment, Hunter Johnson leads this thing.
Yeah, see lots of surprises happening. I believe we're coming around to take 1 to go to green. So we're going to restart with 5 laps to go.
Oh my, what the?
Huh? What the?
Uh-oh. What was that about?
Some problem.
Oh, looks like Frimpong.
Misjudged.
I think that was a big misjudgment by...
Misjudged it completely.
Yeah, not really sure what that was about. I think Frimpong was just, you know, trying to... Frimpong was trying to get around some of these drivers, because... Wave around. I'm not really sure what's happening here. Green
But
flag,
anyways,
though.
over to
Green,
go.
green, green.
Green flag. Oh man, they're stacking up already. Hunter Johnson's gonna
Alright.
go for it.
Yeah. 5 laps to go this time by. Everybody just has to get up to speed. Now it's all a pure it's a pure race from this point forward.
Free for all.
It's a
No
free for all.
teammates.
That's right. As the sun starts to set, the anticipation rate ramps up. Benjamin clears that number 12. He goes to the low side. Oh!
Problems.
The 3 of Max Urich.
I believe that was
Go,
Max.
yeah, I'm not really sure what that was about. Boy, they're looking 4 wide back there around one of those lap machines. 4 laps to go. Now do you want to... It's a matter on who's going to make this the third line work. Everybody's kind of landlocked. Nobody wants to take the bait to go 3 wide just yet. Benjamin...
Gridlock. Benjamin clear. He can do his blocking now if he wants.
Now, this gridlock situation, it's going to come up to... It's going to come here in a moment. Once these drivers... once the engine temperatures heat up to at least 280. Hunter pulls out. Miller!
What a move. And here's Hunter Johnson for the lead. 3 laps to go at Daytona.
3 laps to go. Aaron Brown backs off of Benjamin. Now it's... Oh, big wreck in the back!
Alright, man, caution is out.
Huge blow over. 1 car way up in the air.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Jackson Carr.
took flight. He has taken flight. And we'll stack them up and do it again in overtime.
Oh my. Huge break for Frimpong, Johnson, and Howe. But unfortunately, for some of these drivers, time has probably stalled to a... Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
huge
gosh,
plow
what a hit.
up into the catchments.
Patterson.
That's Jackson Carr.
Patterson got right underneath that. Jackson Carr. Oh, shit.
And to get
What a-
another replay of it. Here we go.
At least Harry has a friend now in space. Let's see here. Yeah, Schmidt.
Oh, looks like
He tried forcing the middle here. Jackson wasn't going to give him that. No,
Ooh.
look at this.
Oh man, the 70 of Aaron Smith just
Barely.
huge
Oh my
plow by the 0-2. Oh my gosh.
goodness. In the fence, basically.
Reminds me a lot of Myatt Snyder.
Reminds me of like Austin Dillon's crash back in 2013.
But it looks
Where he
like
got
I don't know. I don't know what to call that. If Schmidt was splitting the middle, or
Schmidt was splitting, Jackson was trying to close it down.
yeah,
I think
that's
it was
right. kind of a
more
racing,
of a racing.
incident
It's just
there.
aggressive racing. Yeah, it's just aggressive racing. Can't do much about that.
And we pull ourselves into the first green white checkered.
Yep. First, I believe 3. So
No,
this
unlimited.
is unlimited. Oh man, this is gonna take off 30 hours. I'd suggest you get yourself a blanket, maybe a snack. You're gonna be here for a while. Me and Caleb are gonna be here for a while as well. So
Got my mic and mic ready. $22 cars now on the lead lap. I think we're gonna double up. No, we don't.
gonna take one more lap of pacing. Get people on pit road. More drivers, of course, taking the lead lap. And this is a front 3 that that you usually expect. Maybe a front 6 kind of that you expect with Hunter Johnson, Benjamin A. White, Nick Miller, Aaron Brown, Corey Lyles, who'd been leading most of this race, Cole Williams, Nathan Lyons, Nick Roden, Kilo Hankins, Eduardo Muniz Jr. always finding a way to find himself in the top 10 at the end of these things. Maybe even contending for the win. But it's all up here. $100 on the line. Who do you think takes it, Kid Boy, at this stage of the race now?
I think Hunter. I think Hunter is in the best spot. He has Miller as a pusher. I don't think Aaron Brown is going to provide a great push to that number 1 of Benjamin. And as well off of a restart, the restart box is playing a huge advantage to the inside. So I think this might go to Hunter Johnson, but it depends on. It really depends on if Benjamin could get going off the restart and if the 26 could push that high side enough. So
for sure.
All comes down to this, though. So, and you are right, the 107 does lead the most laps at the moment. Corey Lyles has done a nice job. That's a name I didn't really expect to maybe play a huge factor into this, but gonna double up and
Double up,
set him
and
a go.
here we go. I am so not mentally prepared for what I'm about to witness in these last 2 laps, or more, depending if they wreck.
Me neither. And we've seen it so many times. If they do wreck on the white flag, it usually comes down to at least a 5-car sprint.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna wreck on the white flag. But we're going to cut off at least the top 6. So whoever's in that top 6 on the white flag, they're going to have a chance to win this thing.
You know what? I'm going to get my last pick under the way, because I forgot to. Eduardo Muniz Jr., again, because I see him in the top 10. He's 8th. I think he has a shot. This could be, finally, he's been in the scenario so many times. Maybe he'll survive a wreck and find his way at the front, contending for this win on the white flag. Maybe.
We'll just have to see.
Just has to make his moves right. But hopefully Eduardo Muniz Jr. gets this done. I've been banking on his. I think I put my life savings on him last time, and he got hooked coming to the white flag, I believe. And what also doesn't help the outside line is that Benjamin's blinking.
Yeah, that's right. With Benjamin blinking, if this inside line gets going faster than Benjamin,
Yeah, I don't think Aaron's going to lift at all, and
yeah,
that could cause a wreck.
Yeah. And on top of the fact that Miller, man, look at this organization. This inside line's not really tucked up.
Green flag.
Green flag, though.
Benjamin
Benjamin doesn't get going. Oh, they wreck!
Oh, Dominic Howe!
And Dominic Howe spins to the...
He's coming back up the track, and I think he'll be okay.
Okay, now here we go.
Look
This
how
inside line
organized
is very,
that-
very
yeah.
tightly packed.
Look how organized they are, tight together, hitting the apron. Hunter Johnson clear of the one. But they're all bunched together.
Oh!
Oh, Hunter!
Hunter off the track and gets to the Benjamin! The whole pack explodes!
Caution is out.
Guess who got through? Look who got through!
And Eduardo Muniz Jr. gets through! Oh my gosh!
That it has. What a wreck! Oh my goodness! My God.
Unbelievable!
Comes out as the leader. Hunter Johnson hooked by Nick Miller. And he turns back into Benjamin, and oh my days, the pack just exploded.
Okay.
Wow.
We need to rewind that.
We need to look at. I think Cole Williams went for a ride. I think I saw that.
Oh my
I don't know if that was
gosh.
him. Let's look at this. You see
Huge
they're all
amount of
packed-
contenders taken out of that.
Yeah,
At
you
least
see
the
they're
top
all
10 are
packed
all
together.
gone.
Yeah, you see they're all packed together, like we mentioned. Hunter goes up a bit, Nick all over him, and just wrong area to hook him, and then back into the pack. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
gosh. Take a look at the people involved.
Wow, what a
Oh,
crash.
Cole Williams, huge ride by Cole.
Oh man, and you see William Schmidt, who came out the leader all the way down. Look at Hunter in the air, Cole's in the air, Benjamin's in the air, everyone's in the air at this rate.
Yeah, so 66, 72, 011, 90, 19, 122,
the whole
61,
field, yeah.
42, 12, 60, 26.
It's mayhem.
Absolute mayhem. And we'll take a
And
look at the
William
starting
Schmidt.
order. I mean, at
William
the
Schmidt will be the leader.
look at this top three: William Schmidt, Kiloa Hankins. Oh, looks like Kiloa is gonna get yeah, he's just too damaged. Oh no, he's trying to shuffle himself in line.
Nick Roden as well. Eduardo Muniz Jr. I think he got a little bit of damage from that.
Yeah,
but
he got a
made
bit
it
of rear end
through.
damage.
Nick Roden, William Schmidt, who came out clean. Look at that car. He is clean. Just everyone. That was
Oh my
everyone, Kimball.
gosh.
That was everyone.
Unbelievable.
What a crash. I don't think there's anyone left. I don't think there's anyone that's like
Yeah,
a genuine
there's nobody.
contender
I don't
left.
see anybody.
Because basically Schmidt has a clean car. And then you look at the front, Roden's the leader. Same with Kialoa. And these two are damaged. Schmidt's not even restarting at the front, he's P6.
Yeah, so
So
there's
it's gonna be Eduardo.
top two, bro. Okay, I know some people won't get this. Some people won't get this reference. The top two have good damage, and they're starting front row right now. But
Yeah, it's basically that, except this time they're going to basically ruin the field because they're not going to get that mega launch off the restart
Yeah.
this time. This time they're going to
No,
get,
yeah.
they're going to drag everyone back. So you can just imagine the stack up on that. Everyone's going to be going, especially drivers like Schmidt and Eduardo and Chandler, who are basically clean.
that's right. Now, what kind of clean cars are we gonna have in this mix? So
Okay. We're going to have Eduardo, his rear end's bashed in. I think he has a little bit of right side damage. His front's kind of bent in, but should be fine. He was able to keep up with the pack. Schmidt has a bit of rear end damage. You have, the 61. I didn't even realize. He's here as well. Same with, Schmidt's teammate, Andrew Schultz. He's in this pack as well.
yeah, Andrew was all the way in
Mark
the back.
Frimpong.
So
Mark Frimpong into Justin Johnson. Mike Rosero. All these people are ready. And then we're gonna
unbelievable.
stack it up again. Here we go. Can you believe what we're
Holy moly,
witnessing?
what is this restart gonna provide? Another green white checkered into the books.
That
$100 really coming down to
$100
this.
on the line.
And
Man,
dude, just look at
it's
the
a-
clean cars. We have to
Just look
spot
at
out the
this.
clean cars. I don't think the 66 of Broughton nor the 72 of Kiloa Hankins are gonna be a
cannot believe
factor.
it.
But
I cannot believe what we're about to witness again. Like, we got to see how these guys navigate their way. I think the 79 and 98 had the best, and the not the double zero, the 011 car of Harrison Chandler.
yeah,
They're gonna have
but
the
I
best
mean,
shot. They can pull
Kiloa's on the
outside.
high side, and you can't pass before the start-finish line. This inside
Yeah.
line's obviously gonna launch, but it all comes down to Eduardo Muniz Jr. on how he's gonna weave himself into position and how all these other clean cars are also gonna weave themselves through. But you
there's a
can't
lot of
count out some
factors
people in the
into
back. You got
Yeah.
you got Aaron Smith. He did get some damage off of that, but
Justin Johnson, Mark
54?
Frimpong,
Yeah,
Aaron
Rosero,
Brown,
the
Rosero,
33 of Justin Johnson.
Justin
You're
Johnson,
right.
Dominic Howe, who spun on the restart. He kind of saved himself with that. Like, all these drivers, they have to find a way. And it all depends on how Roden gets going, because then Eduardo can use that to kind of get himself a boost, probably push Roden ahead, then ditch him, and hopefully
there's-
hold them off.
There's only one car with a 0x, and that's Justin Johnson. So if you're spotting out for a super clean car, that's the 33. Here we go. Green white checker number 2.
Yep. Green white checker 2. Howell Roden approaches restart. He gets going.
And
Hanky's
Kilo
of
doesn't
course
launch.
does not get going.
That was expected.
Yep, and Harrison's gonna. Oh, look at the stack up that's gonna happen with Roden. Look at
wow,
this.
that 72 kind of got going as well, but the inside line's starting to organize itself.
Look how stacked up it is. Justin Johnson on the outside making his way through.
Oh!
Oh, and the wall goes Dominic. He saves it. He saves it.
And look
But
at the
now,
72. He gets left
Eduardo.
right behind. Now
Eduardo
Eduardo Munoz, he's going to pull
outside.
out. But here comes Justin Johnson. Here comes the 11.
Eduardo.
And they stack up their 3x3.
3x3, Eduardo to the lead with Justin Johnson and Mark Frimpong behind them.
Mark Frimpong, all these clean cars just easily
And Justin's going
cut
through it.
themselves through. Now Justin goes for the lead.
Justin to the lead, pushed by Frimpong.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, contact.
Contact.
Here we go. White
This time
flag,
by,
pulling
it's
back.
white flag, and Justin Johnson is in position to win $100.
Oh my Lord. Look at this.
They're 3x3 in the
$100
back,
on the line.
but they're
Mark
stalling
Frimpong
each
and
other
Justin
out.
Johnson.
Eduardo Munoz can't get launched.
He
It's
can't
now
go, though.
Frimpong and Justin.
It's a two-car tango. It's all happens in the back. Eduardo might get a run here. We have to see how it generates on the backstretch at Roden.
Oh, they wreck in the back.
Wrecking in the back. Rosero goes around. Spinning goes Schultz.
And now it all
But it
comes
doesn't
down to
matter.
this. Eduardo has a
Coming to
run,
turn
but
four.
can Frimpong pull out in time to win $100?
Eduardo versus trying to get a run here. He does not have the run generated.
Looks up high, looks down low. I don't think it's enough.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
He looks up
Justin
high.
Johnson, Frimpong.
Oh, he hooked
He
him.
hooked him. Oh.
And Frimpong wins it.
Frimpong wins. Mark Frimpong wins it.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? And Mark Frimpong crosses the start-finish line in first place.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. I'm kind of speechless. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hold my tongue for a moment.
I'm speechless.
We're gonna go through a replay, but at the moment, Justin Johnson, I mean,
I'm speechless.
has come up short of $100. And Mark Frimpong, and the number 54, doing burnouts in the start-finish line. We're gonna get a replay though. We'll rewind that whole entire final lap, so. Here we go, it's a two-car tango. Bachman goes absolutely nowhere. I'm very surprised Eduardo Munoz Jr. also didn't go anywhere. Here's the first wreck. It's going to initiate in the back. Looks like the 07 at Dominic Howe trying to split it 4 wide. That goes nowhere.
Yeah, to me, I thought the damage wouldn't be that bad for Eduardo. Well, look at this. Like, the two cleanest cars in the field. Mark Frimpong and Justin. Let's see what Mark does here. He's going to get a run here off of turn 4. He's going to shoot to the outside, of course, right here. Yep, outside goes Mark, and Justin tries to block Mark holding his line, but then he comes right back down into the 33 and just hooks him. And then
Oh,
Eduardo,
man.
so close.
And Eduardo, yet again, so close. So
Frimpong.
close.
A little controversial move there from Mark, but gotta see this again. Yeah, Justin went up the block.
Bit of contact there. I don't know if that pushed Mark down.
I think he did. Kind of reminds me of Ryan Newman's crash back in 2020.
Man.
Or even Kyle Busch's wreck in 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the blocking did offset Mark just a bit. But
Into the outside wall goes a 33.
That's $100 on the line right there as well. So you gotta do whatever it takes.
That's on. I'm afraid to say it, but that was an $100 move. Is that going to be legal? I'm not really sure. Well, you're just going to have to get with the officials and see on how that's going to go. We'll go through the results, though, across the start-finish line.
Yeah, the unofficial result.
So it's Frimpong, Eduardo Munoz Jr., who comes up short. It's Roten, Aaron Smith, David Bachman, Kilo Hankins, William Schmidt, Lem Wansley, Justin Johnson, and Harrison Chandler. Round out the top 10. As ATVO is being slow, of course.
I had to debrief for a moment to get some water.
It's still lagging. ATVO just being absolutely atrocious with me. So we're just gonna have to scroll through the order once we do get back. But at the moment, we'll go ahead and go to commercial break, and we'll go ahead and try to sort out this order and get everything situated. For right now, we will be right back right after this. Stay tuned, more to come. And we're back here live for the Daytona 300 presented by the Bundren Lawn Care Company. And we are going to go ahead and rewind a couple of places. But in the meantime of that, we've crowned a winner. Congratulations. Mark Frimpong is going to come out victorious here for the second iteration of the Daytona 300. Man, you hate to see races end like that, though.
You hate to see them end like that, but it's what we come to expect now in plate races nowadays. So, but overall, this race had everything we wanted. It had three-wide racing, of course, single file racing, people playing out the strategy game with pit road, like Harrison Chandler. We had a relatively clean race until the end of it as well. We had only 2 cautions until we reached the third stage. In fact, we had 0 cautions in both stages before the final stage. So there's that to go off. Those are the positives from the race. The only negative I'll have from this race, of course, is the ending. You don't want to see plate races end like that, where they're going for the win, and of course the guy that's leading gets hooked for the win. But overall, very fun race to commentate, and very, very fun for the viewers at home to watch as well.
Oh yeah, and no doubt about it. I mean, this race it had everything. It was way better than the first iteration, and we're going to go ahead and go over the order here. Mark Frimpong, Eduardo Muniz Jr., Nick Roten, Aaron Smith, David Bachman round out the top 5. Hankin, Schmidt, Wansley, Johnson, and Chandler round out the top 10.
And for the top 20, we have Cole Williams, Aaron Brown, Andrew Schultz, Corey Lyles, Cole McMoy, I forgot his name already, my fault, Alec Daffin, Dominic Howell, Nathan and Lyons, Mike Rosero, and Nick Miller, who I believe has DNF'd from the race. So from the 20th all the way down, those are your DNFs.
Yep, and Justin Johnson, Benjamin A. White, Marcus Vanderlee, Jackson Carr, Josh Patterson, Patrick Kingston, Dylan Basin, Jason Nelson, Miles Nelson, and Max Urick round out the top 30.
And finally, at the tail of the field, we have Sartaj Vaughn, Tommy Reynolds, Casey Drake, Gavin Austin, Mitchell Armstrong, Trey Mitz, Lewis Galvin, and Harry Grindle, who is still orbiting around Earth as we speak.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull up the order here on the top screen, and we're going to go ahead and drag in our winner here for tonight. Mark Frimpong, of course, the way he didn't want to win it. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a bit of words on how this race unfortunately ended up, and we're going to go ahead and drag him to the booth and see what he has to say.
Mark Frimpong!
Congratulations, bud. You're $100 richer.
I mean, that's never the way that I want to get $100 richer, especially considering Justin's one of my really good friends. Like, I really do hate that for him. I really didn't mean to do that. Like, on the last lap, like, we pulled away from the whole field because there was just that many damaged cars because of the big wreck before that. And I wasn't going to make a move at first, and we were just going to split it 50-50. But, you know, we had Sartaj and those guys in the Discord. They were all like, nah, make a move. So I was like, I mean, worst that could happen. We finished side by side, so I went to his outside, and when he came up to block me, I guess just got to his quarter, and I like bounced up off of him, and then like in the process of saving it, I just absolutely deleted him, and I just did not mean to do that. So I like first want to just apologize to Justin, because once again, that's just not how I like to win races. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I get $100.
Man.
All right, man. 10-4. You led one lap out of the
You're my second pick, Mark. Good job.
That was your second pick. Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because of dog. Benjamin, and then he got deleted. Himself.
Yeah, he was in good position to win the race himself until that big wreck. I mean, I didn't even think I had a chance there towards the end, but there was just a huge wreck and everyone.
Yeah, I thought
involved.
you messed up your car when you got into Aaron Smith, like on one of the restarts.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I actually got no damage from that. I don't really know what happened.
Yeah. Anyways, $100. Woo! Buy me FIFA 21, buddy. I'm kidding.
FIFA 21. Interesting.
Just want to complete Messi's last run. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, Frimpong, you led one lap, of course, and
one lap.
long race throughout the whole entire ordeal. Anybody you were working with throughout the whole entire race? I'm curious.
Yeah, I worked with the people that I typically work with. You know, we had we all pit started actually at the beginning of this race because we were gonna wait for the big wrecks because there was money on the line at each stage. Some people might want that little 15 extra. But yeah, I was with Nick, Cole, Sartaj, Hup was supposed to race with us, but he got knocked out in the LCQ, and same thing happened to Ibrahim. So shout out Sartosh for making it through the LCQ. But yeah, Max as well, Dog, Roten, and Jace. Yeah, it was just like a lot of us. We were just kind of putting around at the back and just keeping our cars clean. And then eventually, when it was time to strike, in that final stage, it was about to be a fuel race, and we were all saving fuel together, and we realized we weren't going to make it. So we just started to just gun it, and some lucky cautions falling and things like that got a few of us in position to win. And then it just progressively kept becoming less of us in position to win, and I was the last man standing, I suppose, after just absolutely destroying Justin. I still feel so bad about that.
All right, bud. Congratulations on finishing out in first place. Before we let you go, any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
Yeah, all the boys I just named, I like thank them.
Fugazi!
Yeah, all the boys of Fugazi, they worked with me all night long. Obviously, you boys are the commentary, and it wouldn't be possible without you in the first place. So
Love you, man.
yeah, I love y'all too. And yeah, and then also Justin, because I mean, at that last little bit of the race, like I wouldn't have even been in that scenario if it wasn't for him, because we were the only 2 clean cars left. So I appreciate him keeping his car clean, so we could have even been in that position to pass all those cars in the last lap. And I just really hate that it ended like that.
All right, about 10-4, Mark Frimpong runs himself out in first place. Go ahead and see you come next race, man.
Yeah, of course.
Drag Group sells back 1 position back. Eduardo Munoz Jr. is not in the booth, so we'll scoot to third.
Nick Roten, yes, he is here.
Nick Roten in the 66. Roten, you round yourself out third. You led 3 laps out of the event. Man, talk to me about that finish.
Well, because my hood was pretty much fine after that last track, so I couldn't see that my front end was killed. And everyone was like, "Oh, your rear end is kind of banged up." So I thought my car was much more fine than it was, and then I had Max here get on the TV, and he says, "No, your front end is killed, so you just need to hold on for as long as you can." So I got a great restart. Eduardo pushed me, had a great push, and I just tried to cling on for as long as I can. Car just didn't have enough at the end.
Yeah, you had a bunch of front end damage off of that. Talk to me, of course, about that big wreck off of turn number 2.
Oh yeah, talk to me about that. You had a great view of that.
Oh, I had the best view of the house of that. I mean, just come around, and when you're up there on the top lane like that, or I don't even remember what lane I was on, but when you're up there in the hornet's nest like that, there's just nowhere you can go, and you just hold on and pray at that point. And that's what I did, and I got through it relatively unscathed. That's a lie.
Yeah, your whole front end is ripped off of that machine, and you somehow escaped it in third somehow. So yeah, man, congratulations on your third place.
Yeah, it was a
go ahead.
Time. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine, man. Any sponsors you want to take care for tonight?
No, I just want
SpongeBob.
I gotta thank SpongeBob the musical at Roseville Theater Arts Academy from March 10th to March 28th.
Don't do that now. Don't do that.
But for real, I gotta thank everybody that I ran with tonight. Everybody in the Fugazi, Mark, Justin, Sartaj, Max Hurek, all of those guys tried to run around, kept it clean for the first 75% of it, and was able to almost put ourselves in a position to get it done at the end, but just didn't have enough.
If I was here, I would have won that race, Roden. That's all I gotta say.
Shut up.
I gotta say.
But by 10-4, Nick Roten rounds himself out in third spot. We'll go ahead and take over next race, man.
Thank you. Yep, next race. Later.
Woo! Wow.
All right, we'll drag ourselves back one more spot to actually Aaron Smith is not even in here. We will go ahead and drag in the 5th place spot of David Bachman into the booth. Bachman, you got a copy?
Hell yeah, I do.
Hell yeah, man. Well, the final lap happened, and all of a sudden you're in 5th spot. Walk me through that whole entire final run.
Well, the first GWC, we were doing pretty good. Knew I was coming up in that wreck. Saw it happen right in front of me. Had literally nowhere to go. Got bounced off of one guy. And all of a sudden, I'm getting sent right into my teammate that's right next to me, the rookie of the race. Said to him, I said, how's my damage? didn't have a front end. Checked the RPMs. The RPMs were fine. I said, well, I'm restarting fifth. I said, whatever happens, happens. I was doing good. Coming to the white flag, got put 3 wide middle. No one came with me. When I finally had somebody going down the backstretch out of 2, they got turned, wiped out the whole field behind me. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to see what happens. Seas parted and managed to finish 5th. My teammate finished 8th. And cheers, buddy. We did it.
All right, man. 10-4. Well, you started yourself all the way back in 30th. About the overall race, and you know, who were you working with besides your roommate?
Other than Lem Wansley, that's pretty much it. I told him, I said, here's my strategy. I'm sitting at the back. I don't care about the $15. I just want to be there at the end. And luckily, that's where I was at. Got there at the end and didn't get the result I wanted because, you know, $100, that'll mean a lot to me right now. But hey, a 5th place finish at a plate track running a full distance Xfinity race, I will take that any day of the week.
All right, about 10-4. David Bachman rounds himself out in the 5th spot. But before I let you go, any sponsor want to take care for tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank NOS Energy Drinks for giving me the kick. Old Smoky Moonshine for the shot there, finishing top 5, and my best friend Lem for coming along for the ride for the first time.
All right, about 10-4. David Bachman rounds himself out 5th. Go ahead and see you cover next race, man.
Oh, yeah.
When did the Kool-Aid man get here?
All right, we'll drag ourselves back into the 6th position. Kilo Hankins, who rounded himself out, of course, in 6th. He started himself all the way back in 35th. Kilo, you got a copy?
I do indeed.
Kiloa, man, you had a bit of front-end damage off of that opening stint. Oh, what happened there?
There was a bit of a checkup up front, and I just didn't anticipate some of the cars in front of me, so I ran into Eduardo there. That's kind of why he had massive rear damage, and I apologized to him after the race, and at the end, it just didn't really matter there. But I was kind of down like 4 or 5 RPMs there that entire race, but was able to stay up front.
All right, about 10-4. Kilo Hankins in the number 72. Of course, in that final run, had a bunch of damage. Everybody was stacked up all over the place. Walk me through it.
Let's see. I guess I just kind of stayed in front that whole race, but everything just started to change when Hunter and Nick got together there off of 2. And I just figured I'd try to keep the car straight. And although that gave me a bunch of damage and I got left out on the previous race, I still had an opportunity to, try and get a good finish. So that's just really that's just what I tried to do, I guess. I don't know. It was a fun race overall, though. Thanks for putting this up.
All right, bud. 10-4. Kilo Hankins rounds himself out in 6th spot. Go
Oh,
ahead,
you
so
rocked my
come
world.
into your next race, man.
Yep. See you. Thank you.
He's rocked my world. He made me so happy seeing NASCAR go from like killed to finishing in the top 10. He has rocked my world.
All
Wait,
right, and we'll
Wait,
go.
he got his damage back again. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, ripped off
Got
the
it
front
back.
end.
Oh my god, I feel bad for the crew members.
Yeah. Go back at least one more spot to Justin Johnson here in 9th place. Justin, of course, involved in that last lap incident. Walk me through it.
Well, coming to the green white checkered, I think I was like 10th, 12th. Got a great start, and I got all the way up to the lead. So then I got Mark behind me going up through the white flag, and he said that he'd just stay behind me and push. He blocked for me all the way down to the back straightaway. I mean, I didn't expect the finish to go like that. I just thought he was going to stay behind me, and I definitely didn't expect to be across the finish line upside down. But it is what it is. Just I guess it's one of those things. I would have expected to get wrecked for $100, just not from him.
Yeah, man, super unfortunate circumstance there. Just right across the line. You threw a block and things just went down the drain from that point forward. But of course, what put yourself in that position was that second to final wreck. Walk me through that turn 2 big one.
Oh, I saw. I was trying to go 3 wide and make as many spots as I can, but I saw. I don't remember. I think it was Marcus sideways, and I was like, oh, I was screaming in the call to check up, check up, check up. So we got through that and set ourselves in a good position for the end.
All right, about 10-4. You ran yourself out 9th, unfortunately, just only leading 1 lap And of course, that unfortunate circumstance is just being arm's length short of $100, bro. Congratulations on finishing 9th. Any sponsors want to thank you for tonight?
I guess just thank the guys in Fugazi, Sartaj, Nick, Max, Hunter. They were all in there, and they were good company throughout the race. Just a rough finish.
All right, bud. 10-4.
Love you,
And
Justin.
that was Justin Johnson, ending number 33. And that'll be it here for tonight. I mean, of course, an unfortunate end. Obviously, an unfortunate end. You hate this. You hate to see
You really
races
hate
end like
seeing, yeah. You just hate to
It
see
shouldn't
it.
end like that. It just shouldn't.
Never. Plate races have really devolved in terms of finishes over the last like decade or so. So you just really hate seeing finishes where the leader coming to the line instead of being beaten properly, side by side, maybe just passed in general, that he ends up on his roof across the line. It's something you just don't like seeing at all. And it also hurts the fact that those two were working together, and it was meant to be just just a side by side finish, and ended up like that.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate type of circumstance. Well, with that being said, it was obviously better than the first 2022 Daytona 300, no doubt about it.
For sure. This was a lot more entertaining, a lot more clean, and I still can't get over that crash that led up to the second green white checkered where just saw people flying. Like we had everything this race. This race had everything.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching here for tonight, live on Maxspeedtv. Daytona 300 summarizes with Mark Frimpong winning it. And we will go ahead and see it coming to the next ACOG special event.
Ciao.